Welcome everyone once again to the Blue Stand. We're here for the Bournemouth Chelsea reaction, plus everything else, of course. Lots to talk about. We're going to start with the game, Frank Lampard's comments, and of course about the manager situation. Still no Poch around. Let's see what happens with that. But yeah, let's start with the game. Um, Yeah, much better performance. At last, we got a win, 3-1. First half started, it started not so great, but not absolute rubbish. We started off pressing Bournemouth, but Bournemouth were, really on it in the first half. They had a few chances before we got that first goal. Um, yeah, and let me just go through here. Let me show the chances. Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I mean, it only took 5 minutes for us to get the first goal. Great build-up play, Canty, great cross to Gallagher, who's got a great header. Great goal, 1-0. Uh, and we thought, I think, we thought 1-0, but we wasn't. I wasn't really thinking, oh, we can go and win now, because every time in the past we got to go up, we always, uh, managed to let the lead go. So it was great to see we kept the 1-0, not for long though, and Bournemouth equalised, um, and it was a good goal really. Um, it was I think it was a very good goal. Um, what's his name? Varinia. He scored a great goal. Their left back. That player can't defend, but he can attack. Yeah, so it was 1-1. Um, it was good to see, our players really trying for once. The lineup was better than before. We started Kepa, Chalobah, Silva, Badiashile, Chilwell, Kanti, Enzo, Gallagher. Then we had Medvedki, Havertz, Mudrik. I think a good lineup. When I saw it, I thought about times we had a decent lineup. Havertz wasn't much in the game, I must admit. Anyway, it was 1-1. We went on. Thiago Silva it could have been worse if it wasn't for that great tackle he made in the penalty box. Was nowhere near a penalty. He got the ball. Great tackle. Could be one of the tackles of the seasons. So he kept it to 1-1. And in the second half, we started playing much better. We attacked more, and we managed to make the second goal. Yeah, yeah, with a great goal by Badiashile. It was a good goal. He had a great game at the back and playing with the ball. Here he is here. That's when after he scored. Great goal. I really like this player. He's got a great future at the club. Yeah, and yeah, thanks to Ziyech come on and delivered that great free kick, great cross with his left foot. People, put a lot of head on Ziyech, but he's still a great player. When he wants to perform, he can. Uh, yeah, I'll come to Medvuki after. Yeah, so it was a great goal, 2-1. We were in control, and what a better way to finish it off. We bring in on Felix. He came on and made it 3-1. Again, good play with Sterling. The only thing he did was that made the goal for Felix for me. he didn't do anything else really in the game when he come on. But yes, here's Felix, another player. Uh, some fans are saying he should go because Mason Mount situation. They think it's because of Felix that Mason Mount is going. Absolute rubbish. Mason Mount is still a Chelsea player as well. We're going to see what happens with him. But Felix came on, scored a great goal. So we end up finishing 3-1. Great performance. Medveki, where he is, I'll put him up here. He had a great game. For me, man of the match. What a young player. Great prospect. Never is scared to, get the ball, dribble, pass it, really good. He had a great game. And when you give him the minutes, he shows you. Mudryk as well wasn't, great, but he was good. Better than we have when Sterling starts on that wing. Yeah. So I hope to see these young players starting against Forest. We will do Forest will come to. We'll be doing that on Friday. The Forest preview. Yeah, it was great performance. Glad to see Frank Lampard happy again. Here he is with Enzo. Yeah, good to see him back happy. First win since he come back. Yeah, and let's see what he had to say after the game. Yeah, it was a big relief. We talked better coming, after the Arsenal game on the training pitch. We talked about the second half was much better than the first. Yeah, and he said pretty much what I said. Great second half performance. We deserved to win. The subs, especially Ziyech and Sterling, made a big impact. I would say Ziyech, big impact as well. And Sterling made the goal for Felix. We mustn't forget. Yeah. And he was asking him why was he so tough? Why were the players so down? The same questions. He was just answering the same as always, really. He said, came into the club. The dressing room was very down, no confidence. That's what, when he came in, it was a big job he knew. And he was a lot better today. Everyone is together. They were asking him if Bowley and the board are all together with the team, the players and the manager. Yeah, he said, everyone, we're all together and we're ready to go better next year. And he was praising Thiago Silva. What a world-class player he is. He's 38 years old. What a player. Nothing but praise for him, of course. Yeah. I like the way he talked about Silva. He always does. And yeah, it was said how Silva is a great reference point for the young players we have around him. It's not easy to pick 11 players. He was saying, they were asking him about will these young players play again, be playing against Forest. He said it's not easy to get pick 11 players because we have 30 players training hard, all wanting to play. He goes, yeah. He didn't say much. I ain't going to say the team now for the Forest game. It's silly questions I'm asking. Yeah. So I'm very pleased. Last we got a win, deserved a win. Great to see Chelsea coming back again. Big up to Bobby and big up to Deals.
Big up, Nick. How you doing?
Yeah, big up Deals. Yeah, good.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Bobby.
Big up,
Big
Bobby.
up
Hope
to
you're doing
you.
well, bro.
Big up to both of you. We'll just get rid of this great picture here. You see Medveki. I can't get rid of it. I like this picture so much. Frank with Medveki, showing how great he rates this player. Yeah, we all do, I think. Let me just go down now. Yeah, so yeah, chaps, I was talking about the game, how it went. We all saw it. I said my thoughts about what Frank said after as well. So I come to both of you. Whoever wants to go first, go
I'll
ahead.
let Bobby go first. I'll let Bobby go first.
Okay, Bobby, let's hear your take on the game and your thoughts on the game. Uh,
Okay.
After we will do the ratings for the players and everything after. Yeah, so yeah, go ahead, Bobby.
Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks, Steels. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? We're relieved we got a goal. We got the points. We're relieved to be scoring. Madueke is doing well. He's promising. He's a breath of fresh air, but there is a lot of work to do with him, Nick. His
Yeah.
finishing and his final ball, he needs work. Um, he's still learning. He's 20 years old, and it's quite clear he's still learning. But it was very positive, very important that we got that win. The team still has a long way to go. Now we can settle. We know we can press the reset button, bring in the manager, the new manager, and start to rebuild the team and rebuild our tactics and strategy for the next season. We know there are some players to go, but a core of those players we saw on Saturday will be the way forward.
Mm-hmm.
And plus a couple of additions, new goalkeeper, new defensive midfielder, and a new attacker. Then we go again, really. And the only thing I keep saying that I do want is with the new manager, we must have Chelsea people in the coaching staff. Talk to Lampard, see if he'll take that up with the new manager. John Terry. Some people are saying they're trying to work out something with Drogba. I don't know. Um, the likes of those, maybe even Ballack. We need to get our old boys back in the fold to keep our Chelsea spirit, our Chelsea DNA going forward. I
Yeah.
mean, Ashley Cole's there, you can call him back. I know Joe Edwards wasn't a player, but he was still very much a part of the coaching team. He can come back. We've got to get at least two, maybe three of our Chelsea boys back in the fold.
Yeah. I was
Didn't we
just
bring the
looking at
physio back, Bobby? Didn't we bring the
yeah.
physio back?
Sorry,
Uh,
The physio,
Rafinha.
the original physio. Isn't he back in the fold in the building at the moment?
Oh, sorry.
I, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know
5-1.
what.
God. Sorry, Bobby. I just realised Everton won 5-1, not 4-1.
Wow.
Brighton 1, Everton 5. God,
Wow, that's a total
great.
collapse, isn't it?
Yeah, they're fighting to stay up. This is what Everton do, Sean Dyche. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know about the physio. I mean, I don't know whether he's back or not. It's very much a non-story, really. I know Didier kicked off about it,
Yeah.
but nobody else really seems that bothered. I think it's important in terms of finer detail, but is
Yeah,
it the crux of the
yeah. No,
matter?
I actually thought because obviously I did hear something about the physio that they sacked him and then they called him back.
Well, that's good if they did. It means
Yeah,
maybe they're
yeah. But
listening.
we need somebody in the building. You've been screaming it for a time that we need someone in the building that knows our club, 100%.
Yeah. Deals, I hear you, but not as clear as usual. Before, maybe you got your mic too low or something. I still hear you,
Can
but
you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
yeah, I hear you. Usually you're a lot clearer.
Is it
Clear.
better now? Is it better?
Yeah, it's better. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Sorry, Bobby. Yeah. So, what do you take on the game? What do you think about the game?
I'm not that sort of thrilled or excited by the game, even
No.
if we won.
Yeah, it's a win.
Yeah, it was a necessary game. Was it a brilliant performance? Not really. If Bournemouth had taken one or two
Yep.
chances, we may be talking about something else.
Yep.
I'm glad Badiashile got his goal, got his game. He really is someone for the future. I was looking at things like that. Modric
Yeah,
slowly
great
getting
game.
into things. Noni, he didn't play as well as against Arsenal, but he's
I
going.
thought you did. I thought you had a great game. Second half, Medwuki.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
he's
Madueke
only
had a
going
good
to get
game. So
better.
I think he had a right game.
Um,
So.
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, we got the win, which was we needed for pride. We knew there's no, even if we lost, I wasn't scared we're going down. All this rubbish talk we're going down, and the fans, after it was 2-1, we're staying up. God, but I think they were doing it just for
The
banter.
banter, isn't it?
Yeah, they all knew there's no way we were going to go down. Yeah, so great result. Then we got Forest starting now. Forest uh, at home. Uh, sorry, Forest. Who they playing at home? Yeah.
It's Forest at home next.
Oh yes, Southampton. Sorry. Yeah. So Forest against looks like doomed to Southampton.
What,
But
today?
yeah, right now it's starting now.
Right.
Yeah, just kicked off now. It's going to kick off in a minute. But Southampton needed a miracle. For me, after Everton got the win, God, that means for me, I think Southampton are gone. Bournemouth, I think, will still go down, like I predicted. Doesn't matter, they got more
Bournemouth,
points.
crikey,
Yeah,
they got 39 points though.
38. Are they 38? I think. Yeah, but they still can go down. The other teams, Everton, are started winning.
I think Leicester and
Leicester
Southampton can
are
go.
winning. West Ham are started winning. It depends on these teams. They can, overtake Bournemouth.
Well, Leicester lost today.
Oh, did they play today, Leicester? Yeah,
Yeah.
they look. Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, I think it'd be close. Southampton, Leicester, and it's out of Leeds and Bournemouth for me for the
The
third
reason
one.
why I said that we was gonna beat Bournemouth is because they leave spaces open, and our players found the spaces at the right time
Yeah,
when to attack. And I feel that we did have a good game attackingly. Defensively, it's a different situation because we haven't got a defensive midfielder at the moment.
yeah,
Enzo's been playing there. We all know that Enzo's not a defending midfielder. He's more attackingly. So when we get the defensive midfielder, I reckon Enzo Fernandez will be the player that we all expecting him to be. You know,
yeah, yeah. I
I
agree,
feel I
Jules.
feel
Yeah,
I feel that
go on.
Noni and Mudryk, like Bobby said, when we get the manager in, I feel that we'll see the best out of them. They're still producing their talent, obviously, and obviously from what you see from Modric
Mm,
and Madueke recently, it's just a sign that they're trying to get their chances in. But
yeah,
then when they do get their chances, it's just that they need developing right. And once they've developed, I reckon they'll be ready to go every single game, every single game. You know. But I think attackingly wise, like even Sterling, when Sterling came on, I think that he had an impressive game. Del Felix had a right game. And I feel that what's it called? Mudrick, he didn't really have a good game, but
yeah.
it's
It
just
wasn't
the
his
fact that,
best, but yeah, I agree.
like you said, it's developing. You know, Badashile, brilliant defender, 100% brilliant defender. He had a good game. Silva, quality as always. Um, who's on the right back? Chalobah.
Yeah, we had Chalobah.
Yeah, Chalobah had a okay game still. I think he hit that link up between him and
Yeah,
Madueke
for me,
was good still.
he didn't. He could have been worse for us. He missed some headers in the box.
Yeah,
The Bournemouth, could have scored. Lucky Kep had saved us a few times, actually.
I think
Could have
Silva
gone
was
different.
risking an injury. He was risking an injury. The reason why I think he actually had a good game actually, Chilwell.
Chilwell, yeah, now I forgot to mention he's out for a few weeks, maybe to the end of the season because of another hamstring injury. He's out for quite a few games now, probably for the
Yeah,
rest of them. Yeah,
yeah. But you see that performance. Do you think out of all the performances that we've won this
yeah,
season, Do you think that's been the best performance?
No,
No, I don't think so. I
no,
don't
no.
think so.
It wasn't the best, but we won. It shows, it just shows these young players we have, Medvecki, Mudrik, Felix. It shows what they can do. They have talent.
What did you think of Kante, Nick?
Yeah. Sorry, Kanti had a good game for me, as always.
Kante, yeah, I think he had a brilliant game.
Always.
That assist, you see that pass that he gave to Gallagher?
Yeah, great cross for the goal for Badiashile to smash it in. Great volley from Badiashile as well. Kanti made that goal. Great goal. I think all three goals were good. I like Gallagher's header, very good. From Ziyech, we all say to Ziyech to that, but look, it was his cross, his wide to cross. That's what he can do, Ziyech. No, there's no one better in the game than his.
Yeah, we all know.
They came out
about these
crossing.
players that
Crossing the ball, with the left foot.
Yeah, and
But
leave our club. Yeah,
we
they're
don't know
getting
if
their
he's going.
chances.
That's all rumors. It's still
They're getting
rumors.
Nick, they're getting their chances, so their prices be put up.
No, it's not like that. He will, if he wants to stay. He's showing. He like Lampard says, they're happy. They on the training pitch. You mentioned Ziyech. If you listen to him, how good he can, he liked the way he came on and played. And he's, it depends. If whoever wants to go, they can go tomorrow, right now. But when the manager comes in eventually, whoever it is, he's going to choose. He's going to talk to them and see where everyone is.
How do you think?
Because
Kepa
we're
played?
just what? Sorry.
How do you think Kepa played?
Kepa, he done a very good game. He couldn't stop that shot. A great goal from what's his name, Rinya. I never say his name right. Great shot from him, but that was impossible to save.
Yeah, I feel like Kepa had a good game still.
He had a good game. He saved us. Don't forget, a lot of times. What was I going to say? So we said about the game, Frank's and all Frank's comments. He was very happy to, of course, to get the win. He praised the players, every player, the subs, even and Sterling. Sterling, for me, came on. First 10 minutes, he did absolute nothing. Then he made that run, which I want to see more of him. That's what I want to see from Sterling. When he runs powerfully and makes a pass to Felix, to get that goal.
But you know what it is, Nick? You know what it is? I think that once, obviously, like you said, we've been missing a striker for him to play up top, mainly running at the
maybe. We're going to see, because I think he'll still be here. Hopefully we get the number 9 and we're going to see, different Chelsea next year, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure of that. I don't know where everyone is. We're going to do the ratings for the players. Anyway, I'm not going to wait for anyone. If they want to come, they come. If not, don't worry. We can still start the ratings, so we do that as well.
How do you think Enzo played, Nick?
Enzo, he done his job, I think. Enzo, I love Enzo, he done his job.
Bobby?
Sorry?
Think?
Bobby, yeah. Think? Bobby?
You understand what you're doing.
Yeah. What do you think of Enzo performance?
As I've said, the whole team, I can't really think of anything spectacular. He did well. He did what was expected of him. Are we rating him?
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Well, I'm going to do that now. Just coming to do that now. Let's start with.
Go on. All the sort of games that are using that they will be used to bed them into the team, and we'll give them confidence because they won.
Yeah. Before I start the ratings, I just want to mention the results, the weekend results. Some crazy results. Fulham 5, Leicester 3. Brighton 1, Everton 5 just now.
Everton won 4-1, Nick. They won 4-1.
Who?
Everton.
5-1.
It was 4-1.
5. You finished 5. 5? You sure?
It was 4, Nick. Go check it again.
All right, it's 4. Yeah. Anyway, no one got any predictions correct except Bobby because he said wins. Bobby got a lot of wins and draws. What he said, but our predictions only JK got 1 and me West Ham 1, Man United 0.
Did I
Me
get
and
West
Jake,
Ham one right, Nick?
you did. You said let me see.
Oh
West
shit!
Ham.
I thought Man United were gonna win. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you didn't get anything right. None of you got anything. Only me and JK, we got one correct score. That was West Ham 1, Man United 0. That's the only ones anyone got. The rest, all wrong. Even Dex didn't get nothing. No one got anything. It was. It's funny. Dex put 4-0 to Brighton today. That's what he had.
Is it?
Dex, Dex
Dex
has
put
to.
4-1 to Brighton.
Yeah, because Everton is his rival, Liverpool rivals, isn't it? So, but anyway, they lost 4-1. I'm sure they didn't expect that, Liverpool. But yeah, so it's interesting now at the top and at the bottom. Arsenal, they went and won. They're going, they went and won. They beat Newcastle, which we didn't want them really to win. But City still have a game in hand. So I think City is going to win the league, like I said from the beginning.
Exactly. I think they're gonna win the league. They won it time
Yeah,
ago.
Arsenal can laugh and sing. I saw what's his name, Gunnar King singing.
Bro, they keep on running up their
Yeah,
shit, man, running up
I
their
said
shit.
to him, Deals. I said,
Nick.
yeah,
The thing that they're chatting about is Jorginho. But
yeah,
Jorginho, listen. We could talk many stuff about Ashley Cole, Fabregas, you name it.
of
Yeah,
course.
Giroud, you know.
But it's different thing. Look, they came to show. Actually, Cole came and become a legend. He came much better than he was at Arsenal. Same with Fabregas. Fabregas became a legend at Chelsea. Jorginho was a great player for us, but because of this stupid fan base we have, they didn't want him. And Jorginho is not silly. He knew, what the fans were saying. A lot of them criticized him when he wasn't due. Too much on Jorginho. That's why he left.
He left.
Yes.
He left
No.
because he was a midfielder, clear
He
out.
left
That's why.
because they didn't want him. Potter didn't have a clue about him either. He decided to go because they felt unwanted. That's why. I know that out there and I'll see it and I'll hear it. So yeah, but Jorginho, if Arsenal going to win the league, it will be because of Jorginho, no one else.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
but they're not going to win it. But he was man of the match. You see the way he played against Newcastle.
Care about Jorginho, bro. Listen,
but I'm just saying, who was? Yeah, but if it wasn't for Jorginho, they weren't going to win.
Listen. You're forgetting when Jorginho was at our club. Yeah, he had stinkers too. You're forgetting about that.
He had more great games than bad, and he was, underappreciated by the fans. A lot of them. But not
you don't see the Premier League though. You don't see the Premier League. Realistically, you don't.
I'm not going to put down Jorginho because he was one of our best players, world class, and we got rid of him because you don't watch the game properly. I
don't think he was one of the greatest players on the people. No way, no chance.
He was one of our great players. He won so many games, deals. He was one of the main players. He knew how to control a game.
What you're saying?
How many times?
Was better than Kante?
What? I'm not saying he's better than
Kante.
Did I say that? You're saying that, not me.
I don't think
I said
so.
him and Kante were our best players at the time. With Kovac, we had a great team. Them three. That's why we won the league in under Conte.
Jorginho wasn't here when Conte was here, Nick.
What?
Jorginho wasn't here when Conte was here.
All right, Jorginho wasn't here, but all right. He's been here for 4 years. 3-4 years, I think. Yeah, but I'm just saying we won the Champions League. We won Super Cups. We won. He was part of that team. He was a great player for me. I always liked Jorginho. Never put him back. Anyway, I don't know where Johnny's gone. Bobby's gone. Yeah, let's do the ratings. If Bobby comes back in, he can do it. Let's just me and you because there's no one else here. Could be an early show tonight. Right, let's start Kepa for you.
Kept him as 6.
Kepa
He's only 6
6.
still.
Yeah, Kepa, I agree. 6 as well for me. Yeah, Chalaba.
I've got him as a 7. 7. We'll go 7 still.
7, really?
His
Yeah,
link up play with the right with the
Chalaba.
wingers. The
Yeah,
wingers. I think
no,
he had a
but
good,
he
a
can't
good
hit the
impact
ball.
there.
Look how tall he is, and he can't jump. He doesn't jump to hit the ball. I'm afraid he can't defend. He's supposed to be a defender. Chalaba has gone backwards for me. He started off well with the club. Now he's not that good. I'll give him 5. 5. Very good score, really. Yeah. All right. Silva for you.
Silva, I've got as a El Maestro. I'm gonna give him a 7.
Yeah, Silva. For me, has to get 8 at least, just for that great tackle he made in the box. It could have been a goal for them. Would have been a goal. So for because of him, we end up winning the game because of that
100%.
tackle. So I have to give him 8. But yeah, sure.
Madishili, like I said to you, Nick, I feel that he's still producing his ability. So I'm gonna give him a 7. Yeah, he scored a goal,
7.
but yeah, he scored a goal, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
give him a 7.
yeah. So I think I'll give him 7.5 because he's good. Yeah, great player. You know, great player. He's got some future. I love Baliashu. Really great player. Yeah. We come to Chilwell.
Chilwell, I'm gonna give Chilwell again. Obviously, he's taking a risk with the injury. I don't know if he had the injury before the game, but it seems like he's rolling with an injury now. So I'm gonna give him a 7. The way he was playing, right? The way he was playing
Yeah.
defensively, he was solid. I think going forward, but defensively he needs to work on a little bit.
Oh yeah. Chilwell wasn't that pleased with him, but they all played well because we won. But for me, I'll give him 6. Oh yeah, 6. I'll give Chilwell. Let's go to Kante.
Kante, I'm gonna give Kante a 8. 8. I'm gonna give Kante a 8 because the way he was playing
Yeah,
in that midfield is the Kante that we know.
of
Like
course.
he
Yeah,
likes to link up play. He had the shoulder with the ball, like that. That's the Kante that we know. You know,
yeah,
defensively wise, he wasn't really good because it wasn't like defensive. It wasn't a defensive performance from him, but attacking wise, proper. So I'm gonna give him an 8.
yes. You have to agree. Yeah, great. He made the goal as well for Felix. Great cross. Yeah, what a player. Yeah, 8. He has to get 8 as well. Yeah, of course. Enzo.
Enzo Fernandez, like again, he's not playing in his main position. Um, but I thought that he had a right game on the ball, passing wise, as always. But
Mm,
defensively, he's not defensive. So we need a new defensive midfielder in the summer. Come the summer, I hope we do get one. But
yeah.
defensively wise, I don't think he was that great in certain areas. But I'm gonna give him a 7.5 for me.
Sorry, how many?
7.5, Nick.
7.5. You said.
Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Enzo's Enzo. I love what a player we have. But he's been playing game after game after
Yeah,
game. God, this guy needs a rest.
yeah.
God, I don't know.
He's playing in his not his natural position. You know, he's not in
Yeah,
DM. He's never been a DM.
exactly. Yeah, we're gonna see some play next year when we get that DM.
One hundred percent. One hundred
It's gonna be
percent.
something new. I hope it's Casado and him.
Yep,
We were
Casado.
talking about Casado before.
He had a
That's what I
poor
want to
game
see.
today, though, Nick. He had a poor game
Huh?
today. Casado.
Yeah, today Brighton were terrible. No one had
Yeah,
a good
he
game.
was terrible today. So
Yeah, but it wasn't just him; it was the whole team.
no,
You
he
know.
was terrible. He slipped up today. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but it was a whole team. You know,
yeah, it was the whole
at
team.
home
Yeah,
to lose 4-1 at home to Everton.
yeah,
You know, when Brighton, they were flying before. God. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, Enzo. Yeah, for me, 7.5 as well. Let's go to Conor Gallagher.
Conor Gallagher, I think he was getting into certain areas on the game, on the ball correctly, but then defensively, like he's not defensively solid. So, but I feel that a few games that he's been shining. Actually, he shined at the Brighton game, even though we lost. He shined at the where was the last game that he had? Remind me, what was the last game? Nick,
Yeah,
what was the last game
yeah.
that he had?
Brentford.
I don't. Yeah. So again, I don't. With Gallagher, I didn't feel like he had the best game. But he
Yeah,
scored. He scored. So I'm gonna give him a 7.5 because he scored.
yeah. For me, it was hard to give man of the match. For me, it could be Gallagher. Gallagher and Medveki were the best for me. I'm going to give Gallagher 8.5.
Yep.
8.5, not just because he scored. He had a great game. He did. You know, we have to be fair. Yeah, great game for
Yeah, but
Gallagher.
again, Nick, yeah, you can
Hmm.
score and then have a poor game. You know,
Yeah,
you
but
can
he
score a
didn't.
goal. Yeah, but I watch players how they score. Even though if they score,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
if
not
they
just
score, they
because
can
he
still have a
scored.
bad game.
Yeah, but he was at it all game. He was one
Okay, yeah,
of the
yeah,
best
yeah, yeah,
players.
yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I saw. Yeah, for me, man of the match, looks like I'm gonna give it to. Well, I'll give him 8.5. Uh, because Medveki had a great game as well. Who we're gonna come to next? Medveki for you.
Madueke, I feel that he had a right game getting into certain areas on 1v1s on the ball. But his end product, that's what he needs to work on. But hopefully, again, like Bobby was saying earlier, he's young. So with all the producing him with the new manager that whoever we get, I
Yeah,
feel like Pochettino will produce the
sorry.
best out of a Madueke. So I feel that he had a good game against Bournemouth. I don't think it was better than Arsenal's performance, but he had a right performance, and I'm going to give him an 8.
8. Yeah, we can't give him less than 8. Really, he had a great performance. Another player I want to see more of. I'm glad he played. He started him yesterday, Saturday. Sorry. Yeah, it's hard with Gallagher and him. Who's the man of the match? I think Gallagher just pips it. We give
I
Gallagher,
think, yeah, I think,
yeah.
Madeke gets the man of the match for me,
So, but you,
or
how
I think
much,
it's him or
how
Kante.
many
I go
marks you gave
Kante.
Gallagher? You gave Gallagher 8. You said, or
I gave him a 7.5. Nick.
oh yeah, I said 8. Sorry, you said 7.5. I said 8. Gallagher, no, 8.5. I said. Medveki, you said 8. Yeah,
Yeah, I said 8 with Madeke.
yeah.
But
I'm gonna give him
I think man of the match wise, I'm gonna give Kante the man of the
Can't
match.
see. Yeah, he had a good game as well. We can't lie. Yeah, man. For me, yeah, he has to get an 8, Medveki, for sure. Yeah, I'll give you an 8. And we come to Havertz. God, Havertz for you. Because
Listen, you see
did he
Havertz,
play?
you see
Was
Havertz,
he on the pitch?
you see
That's what I'm
Havertz,
wondering.
yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
God.
listen. Ever since he's been at our club, yeah,
Yeah.
I just feel that he's not a player that is used to the Premier League. Like he's been here for 3 years now, and ever since he settled down, I just don't feel that he's been that type of player that is used to the Premier League.
Mm,
Like he froze yesterday, like Saturday. He froze like I don't know what it is with Havertz. It's like 1 minute he can be alright on the pitch, and then 1 second that he's not alright. Like it's with Havertz,
mm.
it's a now and again situation, and even
Yeah.
the mentality he's been saying recently, or we're professional footballers. Our aim is to win games sometimes. Like, what's that mentality? We don't need that mentality at Chelsea, right? So, like again, I feel that against Bournemouth, he didn't have a great game at all. So
No.
I'm gonna give him a 4. I'm gonna give him a 4
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, I have to agree. Every word you said about Havertz is true. I love
What is
him,
his name
sometimes.
missing? Because we keep on
Yeah.
hearing it, yeah,
Yeah,
that he's a
it's
number
true.
10. He's not a striker.
Yeah, he's
Cool,
not.
he's not a number strike. He's not a striker. But if he's a number 10, when we see him in a number 10, does he actually play good in a number 10? Because I'm never.
No, he hasn't.
He
We see
hasn't.
him. He hasn't played good all season. Ups and downs. Has a few minutes good, like you said. Really, really bad for me. I don't. 4 has been generous. What you give him? I'm going to give him 3. Really,
You're
3.
giving him a 3.
Yeah, he was bad.
Okay.
He was
I can
bad,
see your
honestly.
reasons. I can see your reasons
I
why.
have to tell the truth. I'll give what I think because I hardly saw him touchable. God, man.
Do you think he wants to stay at our club, Nick? Do you think he wants to stay?
Yeah, I think he does want to stay, but he has to improve.
I don't
Let's
think he
see.
wants to stay still. I don't think he wants
No,
to stay.
I don't know. We're gonna see end of the season who will stay and
Yeah.
who will go.
Yeah.
But we're gonna come to them shows during the summer, so we have something to talk about as well.
How do you think he is on the ball wise though, Nick? Because he's not
Oh
really,
yeah,
he's not
on
good
the
on the ball.
ball he can be good. When he's up for it, he can beat players. He can do something special, but. And when he's got the ball and he's running, he's knocked off so easy.
Yeah.
And he's no foul from the opposition. He's too soft.
He's not direct either. He's not direct.
Yes. Yeah. Havertz has to go for me, really. The way he's going on, God. I won't be surprised if he's gone, really, next summer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why I can give him 3, really.
We haven't got time to wait for him to come good because at the end of the day,
No, he had his chance.
He's been here for 3 years.
He's had his
3
chance.
years.
Look at Werner, the same
Yeah.
situation, and I think Werner would have done better for us if he stayed.
100%.
That was bad to get rid
We're
of
going to
Werner.
Mudryk now.
Yeah, we're going to Mudryk. Yeah, go ahead.
You see Mudryk, yeah. Like again, I feel that he's more developing against this team against Brentford, against Bournemouth. I mean, against Bournemouth, I don't feel that he had a good game against Bournemouth. He got into certain areas. I mean, on the pitch and certain in the first couple of minutes, I think that he had a good game. But then the second half, I don't feel that he had a good game.
Yeah,
I think he was quiet on the ball so much. When he was off the ball, he didn't really offer so much tracking back.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I'm gonna give him obviously again developing. He needs to developing like Mudieke. So I think when Pochettino comes in, I think that he's gonna be developed properly.
I hope so. Yeah.
Hopefully.
I love Mudryk as well.
Yes, he's got the pace. He's got the pace to do the winger job, 100%. But
how many marks you giving him?
I'm gonna give him a 7. No, I'm gonna give him. No, that's too much. I'm gonna give him a 6. I'm gonna give him a 6.
Yeah, I was going to say that it wasn't one of his best games. We know he can play a lot better. Actually, played better in the second half against Arsenal.
Yeah,
really.
Maybe you think he's a bench player at the moment? He's a bench coming off the bench player.
No, he needs more time. Yeah, it looks good when he comes off the bench, but I don't think that is it. When we have a proper 9 as well, imagine we're going to have and Cuckoo. We're going to have Mudryk.
It's hard to judge like a.
You can't judge him properly, but I love the player.
No, we can't.
He loves it. Well, and I love it because he loves the club. Like Medveki, he loves the club. He's well. Enzo, the same. Baluashiwo, the same. This is why I love these players.
Yes, and some of these players the future players, they're learning what Chelsea DNA is like, obviously. But again,
they are.
Again,
so, So I will give.
The right manager
go on. Yeah,
that can actually produce these players into being first team starters. I feel that even in training drills and all that stuff, and that's more to come in the preseason.
True.
And then time of these players, because it takes time for them to settle in.
Yeah. So I agree. But not one of his best games, but I'll give him 6, like you said yourself. Yeah, 6 as well. Right, let's go to the subs now. Aspie first. He came on for I forgot how many minutes.
I think Aspie, when he came on, I feel that he had the experience to defend well coming on from the bench, with knowing what Aspie's like. But again, his legs are gone to start.
Yeah,
And
because
90 minutes.
he can't go up the pitch like
Yeah,
he used to.
yeah, he can't go on the pitch like he used
Yeah,
to. So I feel that he had a right game against Bournemouth, defensively wise. I'm gonna give him a six. I'm gonna give him a six. So I'm gonna
see,
give him a six.
6. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you know the good thing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing to have Aspi on the bench still.
He's a leader.
To
He's a leader as
because
well.
he's a leader, he will fight for that badge like anything. He give his heart to the team. And I'm gonna bring him up soon because I have to. Because he was just to show you something how Aspi is.
I hope by
Um,
the end of the season, yeah, he gets a good send off as well by the
oh,
fans,
he's gonna get a massive
because
send
he's a
off.
veteran. He's a veteran at our club,
He's a
hundred
big
percent,
legend. He's one of our great legends. And he deserves it. Yeah, great
hundred
legend.
percent, 100%.
Yeah, where is he? Trying
Do
to
you think
find.
there'll be announcement though? Do you think there'll be announcement at the end of the season that he's going?
Oh yeah, for sure. He will come on the pitch like John Terry did and give his farewells.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I have to just watch this for a minute, deals.
Big up Aspie, bro. Big up
Yeah,
Aspie.
so he always gives his shirt to the young ones. Always,
Yep.
every game. If he can't, he gives it at Chelsea away. What a player, what a legend. Let's show that again for everyone who loves Aspi.
Yeah,
Brilliant, wasn't it?
brilliant.
Brilliant. Yeah. So I'll give him that. You said he came on, done his job. 6, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So let's go to the other subs. Where we Aspi. Yeah, Raheem Sterling. What do you
Raheem
think?
Sterling, yeah.
Yeah,
Raheem Sterling, yeah.
yeah,
Recently hasn't been that great. Like you said, Nick, when he first came in and at our club, I felt that it wasn't a signing where you say, "What are you gonna
yeah,
like?" It was a signing. It was a signing to say, "Look, what can you do? You're a very experienced guy, you know. So let's see what can you do." And ever since he's come, he's not really shown that experience, that leader of experienced winger. So
yeah, yeah,
ever since he came on the other day, I feel that he had a right game, but he needs to be more improvement of being like that more
yes.
often, like you said.
Yeah, and you see how we play. You didn't start the game, and we showed better.
Yep,
Yeah, he's good to come off the bench. Something I
one
think
hundred percent, one hundred
more
percent.
better play him off the bench than anyone else. Yeah, big up to Minrus FC.
Big up
Uh,
Noah, big up Noah.
he was yeah. Is that Noah Minrus FC?
Yeah, it's Noah. So it's Noah.
Oh Noah, God, why do you keep changing your name and I get confused?
He needs to stop saying his name
Yeah,
middle.
all the time he calls me on WhatsApp. Noah, it's you, yeah,
And Nick, them Arsenal fans don't know about minerals, bro. They're talking about
yeah.
minerals. You're an Arsenal fan, you're talking about
Yeah,
minerals.
I'm
What do
gonna
you know
show
about
something
minerals?
for Noah soon. Not yet. I have a special video. Don't go nowhere, Noah. I have something special for you. Yeah, big up to you. First for coming on. Yeah, Aspie, yeah, of course, he's one of our own. Always has been. Um, yeah, yeah, he says 6 as well. He agrees with us. Let's welcome to Tobago as well. What's he saying? Big up Tobago. If
Big
you
up
want to come.
Tobago.
If you want to come, I told you, if you want to come on the show, just let me know and I'll send you the link. If your thing, if you have electricity, I know in South Africa, I know it's difficult there. I know what's going on. Yeah, for Tobago's giving us B5. Okay. Can you Noah and you, Tobago, you are here. Dex, if you want in the chat. Me and Deuce have said from Kepa to the team. Give us your quick marks from Kepa to Havertz and and the subs. We're just doing the subs now. If you want to, that is. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to where were we? Sterling. Yeah, Sterling. You were saying.
Yeah, Sterling. I'm gonna give him a seven. I'm gonna give him a 7 score.
He made the goal, must say.
Yeah,
I think, yeah, he looked really. That's what I want to see Sterling. I said it before. I want to see him go. Get that. He's tough. He can be strong.
yeah. It
You
is
know,
tough.
go
It is tough with
and he's
Sterling.
fast. He did it for the
It's Sterling
first
playing though. With
first
Sterling
10
playing though,
minutes.
what you gotta
Yeah,
understand is though, Nick. Yeah, with Sterling playing, yeah,
yeah,
he needs the midfield to provide for
yeah.
him, and we haven't got a
Yeah,
midfield
but
that
he
can
had
provide for him
chances.
straight
How
away.
many chances we give him? Look, and he was absolute rubbish, really,
Yeah,
against Brentford. All the every game I saw at Chelsea was really bad from him. Yeah, for me, keep him as a sub. He might do something like he did yesterday. Great assist to Felix for the goal. But apart from that, I don't. He was absolutely nowhere. Uh, I'm going to give him 5 because he got the assist. 5 for me. Yeah. Let's go to which other subs we had.
Cal Felix.
Yeah, sorry, I'll come to Felix after. Ruben came on for a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, Ruben. If you actually saw Ruben when he came on, yeah, he was
Yeah,
actually the one that linked up, had the link up play for one of the goals as
yeah,
well.
yeah. What you give Ruben?
I'm gonna give Ruben a. I'm gonna give Ruben a 6.
Yeah, yeah, I like Ruben. You know, at least he fights for the badge. He's one player who does love the
Yeah,
club.
he doesn't mind being on the
He's
bench
like
either.
Gallagher. He doesn't complain, never moans, never says nothing. He come when he's picked, he plays, gives everything. He always has. But like we know, that big injury he had, he's put him down a bit.
It's put him down. It's put him down. So
He's a world class player by now.
I'm gonna
Sh-
give him. I'm gonna
yeah,
give him a 6. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 6 score.
yeah, same. Yeah, you always try 6 is about right. I think. Yeah, I'll give him 6. And we come to let's not go Ziyech before we go to Felix. Ziyech.
You see with Ziyech, right? I
Mm,
feel that when he's on the ball running wise, I feel that he hasn't got that how he used to be like before when we have a proper manager in the place.
yeah,
I feel that when we have free kicks or anything, he's good to do that. Obviously, that delivering free kicks, what he gave to Badershield,
yeah.
proper. But I'm gonna give him a, I'm gonna give Ziyech a 6. I'm gonna give him a 6 more.
Yeah, I'm going to give him more because it was a good goal he scored. First time shot,
Yeah,
not easy to do. Yeah, and I'm going to give him 7.5 because he came on and did what we always,
yeah.
what we
But
know he
you
can
see
do.
with Ziyech, yeah, his
Not just
delivery was
no, it's not just about the goal. It's the way he played. He ran back as well. He was helping out.
yeah.
So he had a good game for me. Yeah, a great performance from the bench. 7.5 for me. Go, sorry, dudes, go ahead.
I thought with Ziyech, yeah. The
Mm,
problem that with Ziyech, I feel that it's the same, exactly the same with Kai Havertz. They're not used to the Premier League. They're finding it hard to
yeah,
adapt to the Premier League.
I don't think Ziyech is finding it. I think Ziyech is been, frozen now,
Yeah, but
brought
when you give
in.
him a
There's
chance to
too many
start,
things
no,
happen
but
with
Nick, he's
Ziyech.
had
Yeah,
chances to start, and
let's bring in Max as well.
you see when he gets his chances to start, yeah, he doesn't
Yeah,
thrive to the chances. Like
yeah.
you're expecting him to thrive to the chances when he's been given a
I
chance.
know, but I'm not going to blame him like some fans blame him. They're giving him too much stick.
Yeah, they're giving him
You
too much
know,
stick
I
because
don't like that because
I
he
don't know what it
can't
is.
produce.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's a thing where with Ziyech, yeah, it's been overlooked. It's been overlooked at, you know.
yeah. Anyway, it's our player still, so yeah. Welcome, Max. We're nearly done the ratings. I'll
Hey
let you
guys,
do. Hi,
Big up,
Max.
Max.
how you
How
doing?
you doing, bro?
Yeah, good.
Big up, big up.
I think we've got one player left, and you can come in as well and give us all your ratings and everything. Let's
Yeah,
What? So Ziyech, you said how much you give Ziyech?
I'm
Deals
gonna give Ziyech a 6.
6. Yeah, for me, he gets 7. For the goal, because he made that goal and he came on not for long and he tried. He was trying. Yeah, I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I feel
And
it.
let's. Felix is the last one. Yeah, we have Felix now.
See,
Felix
Phillips,
for
yeah, when he came on, yeah, he got into certain. If you see the areas that he got into, they were striker areas. I've been
yeah,
waiting to see Felix play as a false nine. I want to see him
mm,
play as a false nine because
yeah.
we got the midfielders like Enzo that can pick a pass to the attackers.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
and if Felix is in that nine spot, he can actually score goals like the goals that he scored the other day with Sterling, the link up play with Sterling. So I feel that he had a good game the other day. Um, I feel
he
that
did. Yeah,
the only struggles that Felix has, yeah, is that his awareness and that awareness that he needs to know that there's players around him on the ball when
yeah,
there's players in certain areas that he needs to stop being greedy on the ball at certain times. But I think he had a good game against Bournemouth. I thought I'm gonna give him a 7. I'm gonna give him a
yeah,
7. So
yeah. I think I'm going to give it a little bit more, 7.5 because of the goal. It was a good goal, great assist, like I said, from Sterling. Got about time Sterling did something for this team, uh, uh, and he did. Uh,
Nick,
yeah.
would you sign João Felix on a permanent? Do you think
Oh,
he deserves to
absolutely.
be signed
I'll
on a
guarantee.
permanent?
Of course, I would. Yeah, absolutely. He's for the future. He's a great player. Yeah, when he's on it, he's great. We see him. Remember the first game he played for us. He was really good. He can only get better. From the right manager. Let's see
Remember,
what.
he only came from defensive football as well. He came
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he
from
was used
what's his name?
Atletico.
Diego Simeone.
Yeah, Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Their play was just defend. Yeah, yeah, we've done already. Let's go to you, Max. If you want to
Yeah,
give us your comments about the game first, and then give us your ratings after.
yeah.
We done
Comment.
already. Yeah, go on.
Well, we've got to win. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
So,
good win as
you know,
well.
and,
It was good
and
to
you know
see.
what? Yeah,
Yeah.
but all these doomsday people about we're
Oh
not going to get
God.
another
Yeah.
point all season. Come on, guys. You know,
We was
I
gonna
know
get a
it
point
was
from
looking.
somewhere, innit, Max? We was gonna get a point from
Yeah, that's
somewhere.
what
It
I'm
had to be
saying.
from
It was
somewhere.
looking bleak, but I said we can't get something from either Bournemouth or Forest. Then
Mm,
it's as bad as we were. We're going to get at least something from one of those two games. And we played. What I liked about yesterday is even when the goal they scored was a brilliant goal.
yeah.
It was a
Absolutely.
fantastic
Great.
goal they scored.
Yeah.
And and the thing is, I liked our reaction because you know we've seen Chelsea in this position before and confidence low, but we reacted and we carried on till the end. We're still not 100% there, but what we saw, the pressing was better, the link up play was better, and we kept going on till the end.
Mm,
And Frank put in the right players.
yeah.
Madueke deserves to play,
You got
and
it right. Yeah.
I'm glad he played. Mudric, he played. The only one Havertz, I'm still not sure about.
Yeah. He was the
I,
worst
I heard
for me.
Deals what was saying earlier. I'd like to see. It'd be
Mm,
interesting to see Felix playing that role to see how we get on with those two and what sort of combinations that they can produce.
100%, Max.
true.
Yeah.
I feel that with Kai Havertz, yeah. Ever since he's been
Mm.
here, it's been like we don't even know what his main position is. Even under Tuchel, we didn't know his main position, but he gives
True.
the
Yeah.
best out of him.
He looked best as an 8 under Frank, I think, coming from what's one of the two eights. As a false 9, as a wide player, no, not for me. His pressing is okay. That's the only good thing about him. His pressing is okay, but he looks. I said it when he came here. He reminds me of Ozil, and he frustrates. He's got talent. The
Mm,
talent's clearly there, but his languid style and his lackadaisical style, it doesn't go down too well in the Premier League when things are not
mm,
going well. And and if he goes on to a different league, he may look good. But I think the Premier League, the pace of the league, I think is a bit too much for him in my book. But yeah, so we got that win. We got past the 40-point mark, which is great. Mathematically, can't go down.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping that this is, we can get a couple of other good wins. I think, Forest are winning 2-1 at the moment.
Yeah, they're
2-1
winning
at the moment.
2-1. Yep.
I think Forest away from home have been dreadful this season, so we should be able to pick up points against them. And I can see us picking up points against Man U. I don't rate Man U. A lot of people, Man U, had we been on top of our game this season, and Liverpool, Man U would be nowhere near the top 4. And I still think we can get something from that game as well.
True.
So, yeah. But all in all, I think, it was. And I think what Frank needs to do between now and the end of the season, for me, is to pick these young players who've got a future at the club. And
Max,
continue.
Max, have you heard today that Lampard's in contact with Pochettino apparently?
Yes, I heard that he's consulting
apparently.
him and as to what, about the players, etc. So I'm hoping that Poch can be announced by the weekend.
Yeah,
so he's having a watching brief at the moment, so he's kind of having a look. And I heard something about Poch how he wants to put some video of some cameras in the changing rooms or the areas, the communal areas, just to have a look at the players and see how
it could be a good idea. Yeah.
Bit of Spygate.
But
I suppose he wants to look into
007 Frank Lampard and
and he also said apparently it also said that whoever's got the bad attitude in the dressing room, he said that Pochettino wants to find out who the bad eggs were as well.
He's going to find out everything. He has to. Yeah,
that's the first thing we need to. We need to get rid of anybody is bad aura. We can't have that. We need because don't underestimate team spirit and because when we had the likes of Dennis Wise started it, John Terry continued it. That's why we had a togetherness in the camp under those players. And anyone who came into the side were told when they came in what was expected of them as players. So especially we've got a young squad at the moment, impressionable players, and what we need is good influences around them, especially going into next season, because we can't have any sort of bad influences. These players need guidance. So I'm hoping that any bad eggs are weeded out before next season, and we can start afresh with players who really want to be part of the new Chelsea.
Great. Sorry, Max. Me and Deuce have done the ratings together. You and Bobby can do them as well when you finish your comments first.
I'll finish my comments.
Right. Bobby, welcome back. You have to dash off.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi, guys. Sorry,
it's all right. It's okay. Anyway, we're not getting nowhere. We're here. It's only early hours yet. Bobby, I know you talked about the game really. If you want any other thoughts on the game, and otherwise we go to your ratings for you and Max.
I don't have anything else to add on the game.
Yeah.
I think now pre-season has started for us, and I do support what Max says, that this is a time now to be playing those players that are going to be here next season.
Yeah, true. I agree with what Max said.
It's all about building the right team spirit now.
Yes, exactly.
And I hope the owners get some Chelsea guys in that coaching staff. We need them.
Oh yeah, you said that 100%. Before.
Yeah.
I hope, like you said, Bobby, we can pull Frank somewhere, keep him at the club. I like to see that.
Why not?
Didn't we hear that first, though, Bobby and Max and Nick? Did we hear that first at the summer, that they was looking to bring in somebody that knows Chelsea?
But why bring someone in when you have him there?
Exactly. Well, he has to agree to stay. Really.
If he's prepared to stay as a consultancy role, then why not?
It depends if he wants to take a chance and go into management again, or can he be a coach somewhere there. in the boardroom, have a Chelsea guy. If he want, let's see. I don't think he will go in the boardroom. He wants to be on the pitch training and all that, really. But he can do a job there for sure. Let's welcome Dex as well. Dex, Liverpool going
Hi,
well
Dex.
at the moment.
Big
Liverpool
up,
still
Dex.
have.
You're getting back in the top 4, bro.
You know
want
what,
us to
Dex?
do you a favor against Man United, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Anyway,
Newcastle,
go on.
yeah. But what I was saying to Dex, going back to I told you, Dex, remember I said to you early on the season, I'm not sure if you remember or not, I said, when you were going through your bad spell, I said Liverpool are a team who can go on a streak where they win 7 or 8 games easily in a row. I couldn't see that of Chelsea at the time, but I could see Liverpool going on a winning streak this is, who's your last 3 games against, Dex?
So we got Leicester away next Monday, then we got Villa at home, and then our last game of the season we got Southampton away.
Those 3
You'll win all your 3 games. You'll win all your 3 games.
On paper, you got to win those 3 games. Paper,
I think you're going to win. The hard one beat Villa, but if you do, you could get top 4 even. United, I'll come to 1 point above you. That's all. I'll come to the table after we finish these ratings. So we have Dex as well. Me and Deals have set our ratings. So I'll go to Bobby, Max, and you, Dex. Let's start with Kepa. I'll go to Max first.
I thought Kepa did well, and I was saying on the video that I just did, anybody who says that he was to blame for that goal, they've got an agenda.
You must
that
be
goal,
joking.
I know, but I've seen it.
I've heard
I've
as well.
seen on social media that some people, that is ridiculous.
If it wasn't for Kepa, when it was 1-1 and he made a
vital save. He made a couple of vital saves. So for me,
we could have lost the game. We could have lost it. Really.
Yeah, I'm giving him a 7.5. I thought he played well yesterday.
Yeah, he did. I agree. Bobby.
Yeah, the game was so kind of average for me that I actually forgot that Kepa did make some good saves.
Yeah.
I don't want to get carried away with it. Yeah, we won, but I don't think it was a barnstorming performance.
No.
It was a necessary performance and a start to the rebuild. So, yeah, I mean, he was okay. I remember that save earlier on. I think, we were quite fortunate because had Bournemouth scored, it could have been a different story. So for that, I'll give him 7.5.
Yeah. Dex?
Yeah,
Dex?
sorry. Yeah, sorry, guys. My connection was really funny.
Yeah, did you see the Chelsea Bournemouth game?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I mean, listen, I did say this was the game that Chelsea needs to, put a good performance in, and they did. I thought they were very good. They played some very good, nice football at times. I mean, Bournemouth still gave a really good game. They scored a very good team goal. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think Chelsea they stuck to the basics, and the goals they scored were very good goals. It was good football at times. But yeah, a win's a win at the end of the day, and hopefully now, with this win, they can hopefully push on now and finish off strong till the end of the season.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, what you want to give ratings as well, Kepa?
I'll give Kepa a 6.
6. Yeah, average. Yeah, he was okay. Yeah. Let's go to Chalobah Max.
Yeah, I thought he was decent, and I think obviously with Madueke down that side, I thought they combined quite well. And bearing in mind he's not a natural right back, and he sort of came in field a lot to make it a free sort of thing. So I thought he did decent. I'm giving him a 6. I think 6.5 actually. Yeah.
Okay, Bobby Chalobah.
Yeah, he did all right. He was caught out a few times though.
And the back.
Enough, Madueke actually ran back and saved him on a couple of occasions. But it was an average game, nothing spectacular.
No.
I'll give him a 6.5 as well.
Yeah, I think for me, I'll give Chalobah the least. I'll give him, I think, 5 or 6 deals because
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
you
surprised.
know why?
I
Because
think Chalobah had a good game still.
yeah, no, but because I'll give him 5 because he wasn't jumping up even to get the headers in the box. You know, he was too easily beaten in that box. If any other day they would have scored, they had good chances they missed. You know, yeah. Anyway, I don't know where Dex is gone again. He's got bad connections, I think. Well, we move. So Bobby said 6. Yeah. So let's go to Silva, Max.
Yeah, he did okay. And for those who are saying it was a penalty, it wasn't. Okay.
No chance.
And I watched Dermot Gallagher. Is usually not, but he made an excellent point. If anyone didn't watch Ref Watch on Sky, they should give that a watch because did he get the ball? No, he didn't get the ball. It was actually who was it? Who was in on goal? It was Solanke. Solanke got the ball with the outside of his boot, but what happened is he didn't make contact with the player neither. Both of them put their foot down, and his leg was nowhere near Solanke's leg.
Yeah.
So that's what they were looking at on VAR when they saw it. So although he didn't touch the ball, he didn't touch the man neither.
No. Yeah.
Again,
he stopped him from scoring.
Yeah, he stopped him from scoring. Yeah, by just getting in the way, but he didn't make contact with him. So that was a correct decision. He did okay. Not brilliant, not bad. That's okay. So an okay rating for me is a 6.
Yeah. Bobby.
Yeah, I agree with Max 100%. And this is why, if I'm watching Chelsea on Sky or even BT Sports, I watch them with the volume off because they were screaming for that to be a penalty.
Of course,
and it wasn't a penalty. I can see it.
I know.
Yeah. Who was the co-commentator? Who was that guy from the Birmingham guy, the co-commentator?
I don't even know. I just switched them off. I switched them off.
Yeah. I forgot his name now. Yeah, they wanted a penalty.
The ex-Villa guy. I know the Brumi. Was the ex-Villa?
I think so. It was Villa ex-Villa player.
I'm just tired of all the bias and Chelsea talk, and they always want something to go against the club, always. And it wasn't. To me, it was as clear as day. It wasn't a penalty. If any mistake was made, it would have been, I thought, that Thiago Silva got the ball. That he knocked the ball out first, because the ball changed direction completely the other way, which can only happen if it was hit that way.
Yeah. So, even our friend Shearer said it was no penalty, no way in hell, he said, on Match of the Day. So if Shearer said it,
Well, exactly. That's another one that's so biased. But anyway, it does concern me, this over-reliance on Thiago Silva. He's still such an important player for us. And though going forward into the next season, his importance will remain, I wish it slightly becomes less so on the pitch, because it's so vital what he does. And though it wasn't a fantastic game, it was good enough. And I'll give Silva a 7.
Yeah, deserves it. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to Badiashile, Max.
He gets an 8 for me. That goal, it was his goal. Obviously, that second goal, which allowed us to get that win.
Yes.
And every time I see him play, I think he's. I don't know why Frank wasn't playing him earlier. He's got that assuredness, especially in the air, strong in the air, gives us a bit of physicality that we lack in the team. And he seems to be quite a calm, relaxed player, never sort of flustered. So yeah.
Yeah, Bobby. Bobby, you there?
Yeah, sorry. I mean, I like Badiashile. I really do. He's got vision. He's got passing range. He's got positional sense. He's strong, physical, good in the air. He's got a goal in him. He's very young. I know there's probably some learning, because he tends to play better when he's alongside Thiago Silva.
Silver. Yeah.
You know, whether that's a coincidence or not, I don't know, but definitely there's something there. But with each one of those games that he performs well alongside Thiago Silva, he then becomes the defender in his own right. Just like when John Terry used to perform well beside Desai.
Yes.
You know, bit by bit, it helped him become his own player.
Very
So,
similar. Yeah.
Badiashile, goal, strong defensive performance, good in the air, fantastic ranges of passing. I'll give him an 8 as well. I think he's a
absolutely. I think we all give him 8. I'll give him 8 and Deals, I think, as well. Yeah, great
I
performance.
gave Badashili 8 still.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I said, 8. Yeah, we did. Yeah, let's
The
go.
thing with Badashili, he's like Wesley Fofana. They're in the same situation. They need developing right, like Mudrik, like a Midieke.
That's why we rely on Silva. Even Frank Lampard said after the game, you know, it's a big influence. Silva, he's not just a great player, but when these young players of us, not just the back, Medveki, Mudrik, or Enzo, you know, they play better when Silva's there. He's that sort of player. You know, because he's so good, they just thrive on him. You know what I mean? Thrive because of him.
Yeah,
that's what and I agree what Frank said. Yeah. So
as Bobby said as well, even if he doesn't play a lot next season, we just need his influence in and around to help those youngsters.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he can be a great coach. But he loves Chelsea. You know, when he's not playing, he's screaming his head off like we all see. You know, so yeah, great player. I love Silva. Let's go to Chilwell, Max. Ben Chilwell.
Yeah, he was okay. My only concern with him is that those injuries he keeps picking up, because another hamstring injury from him as well, which is a concern. We've got 2 fullbacks now who we can't really rely on for the full season, with him and Reece James both picking up injuries time and time again. Yeah, I'll give him probably a 6. He did all right. A 6.
6, yeah. Max.
Bobby.
Sorry, Bobby.
Yeah, you know, I yet again, you know, I repeat, Max. You know, I'm very concerned. We have in a situation with Reece James and Ben Chilwell, you count the number of times on one hand that they play together, rather than the number of times on one hand that they're injured together. They're always injured together, and that's not good. This is a case for strength in depth. I'm thinking certainly on the right-hand side, if Malagusto is the player we hope he is, he may be the one to shift Reece James into midfield, where he can do a good job, excellent job, and there's less running around. As for Chilwell may be making a case for us to rethink Ian Maatsen, because
Bobby, I was about to say that to you and Max and Nick. I was about to say that about Maatsen. Thank God we got him coming back.
He's coming back.
Because we would have wasted our money on Cucurella, you know. And Maatsen coming in is a savior. Hopefully he gets his chance.
And we can't rely on Cucurella only.
No, we can't.
Left.
Now,
we got Lewis Hall as well.
Lewis Hall, he's there. And
I don't see him as a left back though.
Well, left wing.
I don't see Hall as a left back. He can do a job as a left back, but
he's done it before, Max. Max, he's done.
That's his
main position, though, Max. I've seen him in the midfield this season. Yeah, and Lewis Hall, when he played against Liverpool, I don't think he had a good game in the middle. His main position
but he is a midfielder by trade, though.
Left back.
Yeah, but he can play. He can play a wing back. He can play left back. For me, what I've seen of him. I think
he can play there, yeah. But
it depends on the manager, what he gets out of, how is he going to do get this first game. But we can't rely on Cucurella anymore. Chilwell, we can't. So Sorry, well, how many marks did you say, Bobby?
I'm rating him 5.
5, yeah. That's what I said. No, yeah, I think I gave him 5. I think he didn't do much for me that against Bournemouth. Yeah, true. Dex is back. Dex, we're up to. We carry on. Where was it? A Chilwell, Dex.
6.5.
Very generous for a Liverpool man. Yeah, okay. All right. Max, let's move on to Angolo County.
I thought he was excellent in
Yeah.
that position. He's another one who allowed Madueke to do his thing. He gave him that protection as well when he was going on his runs, and I think his position play was good. And what was good this time, he wasn't the one further forward, which is not his forte because his final ball and his finishing isn't the greatest. He sort of gave him more for box to box and more defensive type rather than being the furthest man forward. So I think, yeah, he was doing this what Kante does, plugging gaps and making others around him, giving them the freedom to play. So for that, I thought he was pretty decent. I'm going to give him an 8.
Yeah, he deserves it. Great. What a player, what a legend. So Bobby Angolo.
Yeah, Kante. I mean, we need to sort out his contract.
Yes.
I give him an 8. He's one of those senior players we're going to need next season. You put him where he should be and stop being stupid and sending him up to be the furthest man forward. I think he's so important to the team.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they will get that contract. We have youngsters. We have to keep upgrading the big players like Kanti. We don't have many really. We have Silva, Kanti. We're moving in a young direction at the moment. So, yes. Let's go, Max. Kanti. Let's go to Enzo. Yeah, Enzo.
I think this is one of his quieter games, but he's, Enzo, even a quiet Enzo is still pretty good. But yeah, he wasn't as influential as he has been in other games, but he was still okay. But yeah, for 6 for me, for Enzo.
Yeah, I agree. He's quite a game. I would have wanted him rested that game, but he's been playing every single game. But yeah, I agree. He wasn't his great, but he's a great player. Bobby.
Yeah, I agree. I see a leadership quality in that kid. I just see him being a Chelsea skipper or vice captain, or he's that sort of player. And
yeah,
he's been thrown into the deep end. He has been played too much this season. I'm hoping now maybe they can rotate him a bit more. But it wasn't a brilliant game for him, but it was good enough. It's one of those games that is slowly becoming a part of the team going forward. And I have to give him a 6.
Yeah, absolutely agree. So let's go to Dex. Dex, did you say Kanti, Dex?
Yeah, I'd say I'll give Kante an 8.
Yeah, okay. Enzo?
I'll give him a 6. I mean, I agree with Max. Like, sometimes when the influential players are a bit quiet, they can still sort of influential in a way. Like, but yeah.
Okay, let's go to Gallagher, Max.
Yeah, got that vital first goal, and he's probably the better option than Kante as the most forward player because he's got an eye for a goal. I think he scored now 4 from midfield. I think he's probably our highest scoring midfielder, if I'm not mistaken, this season. I do like what I love about him is his infectiousness. He plays for the badge. That he loves Chelsea,
Yeah,
and
of course.
That he gives 100% every time he goes out there. And just the fact that he got us off to that with that goal, and his all-round play was pretty decent. I'll give him a 7.5.
Yeah, great performance from Gallagher. I love Gallagher always because he's 100%, and it makes me really angry sometimes on their spaces when they say so many bad things about him. I don't know where they get it from, honestly.
I don't understand how. I've never understood how they support an English team but don't want any English players playing for them.
Yeah,
I've
you
never
can't.
understood that.
It's crazy.
It is
Great.
crazy.
Gallagher really his blood is blue. He fights. He'd do anything for the club. And I love Gallagher. One of our best English players right now for me. Yeah.
And you need a balance. You can't always have
you can't have you have to have
these stylistic players. You need, obviously you've got the flair players and you've got the workers. You need a mixture of both.
They forget the times we had Terry Lampard, Joe Cole,
but
they were English, but world-class English players they became. That's what
Six would tell you as well.
Yeah,
Liverpool,
of course.
If you got, their flair comes from the front and the wide players, and then in the middle of the park, when they won the league, they had workers, your Hendersons, your what's the other one, your Milners and people like that, and even the Dutch guy, Wijnaldum left, they struggled a bit because he's the guy who's always going to put in a shift, who's always going to press hard
you always
win the midfield battle.
You always need your homegrown talent in the team eventually, because they're the ones who are going to fight for everything. Like we said. So Bobby, Matt, Gallagher.
Yeah, I mean, I'm unapologetic. I like Gallagher. I really do.
Yeah.
I like his attitude. Gallagher is not going to be one of our most gifted players. He's not. But he will give you fight. He will give you endeavour. He loves the badge. And in a team full of youngsters that we're beginning to build team spirit for, I think he's vital. And all these people that come out, get rid of Gallagher, he's rubbish.
Yeah,
They don't understand football.
It makes you angry, Bobby.
They don't understand English football. They don't know what it takes to be at the top of the Premier League. You can't have a team full of Lionel Messi's. You've got to have your Deschamps in the team, the workers, the less talented, but they'll be able to get you a goal every now and then. And they're a threat. They're a problem to the opposition. They build up the tempo. They encourage the fight. That is Gallagher. And why our guys don't like him, especially as he's our own product, it absolutely baffles me. It's insane.
Yeah, absolutely agree, Bobby.
7 out of 10.
Yeah. Dex, Gallagher.
Yeah, I mean, I've said my bit on Gallagher. Like, I do rate him a lot. I think he's a very good special talent. What I like about him is his work ethic on and off the ball a lot of the time. I think that's really important in the modern day footballers. I think you need to have good work ethic, especially when you're a midfielder. I'm going to give Gallagher a 7.5.
Yeah. Just before we move on, let's read JK's comments. He's in the chat today. He said, "I'll give everyone the ratings now. Kepper 7, Aspie 5, Badiashil 8, Silva 7, Chilwell 3. His defending is atrocious. Yes, he wasn't that good on Saturday, really. Gallagher 7.5, great player with Chelsea. Wish Chelsea gives him more time, of course. Enzo 6 and Kanté 8. Yeah, one more little comment before we move on what he's saying here. JK again. Mudryk. Mudryk 5, he wasn't great. Howard 0. I didn't know he was playing again. Mudryk 8, very good on the ball. That's exactly what I said to Deals, JK. I didn't even know Havertz was on the pitch. He was that bad. God. Yeah, you're absolutely right there. I must agree. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you a lot there. Yeah, so let's go to Max again, Medvecki.
Yeah, he was good, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He gets an 8 for me as well. And the reason what I liked about Madueke, I love this is a young guy coming into a team short of confidence, but he's not afraid. You know, a lot of young players would sort of hide and not want the ball. He always wants the ball. He's always willing to take the ball. He's always willing to try a trick, do something, make something happen. I'm screaming at our players, run at the defenders, commit them, do something different, and that's what he does. And I like the way he sort of stops sometimes and
yeah,
change of pace and obviously he's not the finished article. There's a lot of polishing he needs to do in his game. He sometimes over dribbles and passes it, and his passing can improve, but that will come. And I did say, I think when I made my preview, then I've got to, I said my review, sorry, not preview. I said I could see a bit of that Mo Salah about him. Remember that shot he took and it went off and hit a throw. It went for a throw in. I think he missed the key it. I remember
yeah,
Salah did that for us once at Chelsea, and
yeah.
everyone was sort of laughing at him and everything else. But this guy, give him a few seasons, and he
He's
can
only young.
be.
Yeah,
He
go
can
on.
be what's that? He's like that inverted winger from the coming in from the right hand side, cutting in, scoring goals. You know, Salah when he played for us, he scored what 1 goal, 2 goals. We got rid of him too early, and then the rest is history. With this
Mm,
guy, I think under Poch's tutelage as well, I think we got a player in there. You know, we got a confident guy with just needs a little bit more experience, and we've got a player who can become a difference maker for me. So I hope he
yeah,
continues his progression in the
yeah.
way it's going. So I think, yeah, if he does, then yeah, we've
So
got a special player.
how many marks you gave him?
I gave him 8.
8.
I'll
Yeah,
give him
sorry.
8.5 actually. I think
Yeah,
Shade is the man of the match,
yeah,
but
yeah. For
I'll give him
me,
8.5.
it was him or Gallagher, man of the match. I gave it to Gallagher by 5 points. 5. I gave him Maduki 8, Gallagher 8.5. Yeah, it was very close. Even Kanti had a good game, really. Anyway, yeah, Bobby Medvecki.
Yeah, I like Madueke. Very direct. I for a goal. Yes, he's raw. He needs to work on his final ball, scoring and passing. But he's an exciting player. He's a wonderful player. He's got fight in him. He came on. He knew what the team needed. That sort of spirit. I was hoping we would have him alongside someone like Detra Fofana. Then you'll see some goals because he's also that sort of full of vitality young player.
Yeah,
I'll give him an 8. I hope the new manager works with him, improves him, and if he does, he's going to be some player. He really is.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, great player. He's only 20, I think, only. God,
Nick,
yeah,
Nick,
yeah,
Nick,
yeah.
Nick, and Max and
Yeah.
Bobby. The question I ask you lot, yeah, do you believe that we need another player in his position to help him thrive more?
There's talk about Rafinha, isn't there? There's a lot of talk about Rafinha coming in.
Again, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know because he's not gonna. I wouldn't. Obviously, we need to be careful with him. We can't be giving him all these games. But is Sterling gonna stay? Because Sterling can play the right or the left. Is he gonna play? He can play to help him out down that side if we keep hold of Sterling. Obviously, Ziyech looks like he's gonna go, but.
Mm, mm,
If it depends on who we get rid of. If we're going to get rid of Sterling and Ziyech, maybe, then another right winger would have to come in anyway. So yeah, as I said, it all depends who he leaves in the summer.
for sure.
100%. I feel that if we do get another winger that is gonna be fighting for his place, he would have to make known that he's in for a fight because Noni is gonna be a guaranteed starter for the future, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
And Poch if it is Poch who does come in, he's not a guy who's for reputation. He'll play whoever's the form team, a form player. Sorry. so he's not going to be picking people on on seniority or anything like that. So
yeah, we don't need that, do we?
No.
Yeah,
no.
yeah, of course. Yeah, Bobby Medwaki.
He's given him.
I've rated him,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He's
Yeah,
done him.
because
He's done him.
oh yeah, you gave 8, didn't you?
Dex hasn't
Yeah.
given him yet.
Yeah, Dex. Sorry, Dex. Yeah, Dex.
No, that's all right. Yeah, no, I think Madueke was very good. I mean, the last 2 games, like today and the Chelsea game, he has really like stepped leaps and bounds. I feel like his confidence has really shot up, and I feel like as well, what I like about Madueke, and I've said this loads of times when he was been sitting on the bench and he hasn't been getting many chances. Like I said that the moment he gets his chance, he's gonna show why he should be in the starting 11. Because he's his directness and his pace and his skill in 1v1 situations is so good. I feel like he's going to get better and better if he gets a lot of chances in the club. So yeah,
Do you think
Yeah.
that Pochettino is the right guy to guide him to development?
oh yeah, I think Pochettino would be definitely the right man to do. I mean, you can see like how he done it with Son, how he done it with like all these other players. I can't remember the other weird.
Mane, he made Mane at Southampton.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, so he has got a good track record of improving players. So I think he definitely will work under Poch, 100%. And I think he will get better and better as he keeps going on. So yeah, but I'm gonna give Madueke an 8.
Yeah, I think we all did. Yeah, let's go to Havertz Max.
Yeah, like you guys, he was the
Terrible.
most disappointing. I
Yeah,
just
you
don't
were.
know what role he has in the team. The only positive I say is he presses a little bit, but on the ball he wasn't really showing, giving us anything. He wasn't a goal threat at all. And again, we had to rely on other players to bail us out because he's not a striker. Let's face it, he's
No,
not. And I think Deals was saying earlier, we just don't know what position is he.
Yep.
He's not great in, apart from when he played as mentioned earlier as one of the 8s on the Frank was probably his best position. But apart from that, he's not. Yeah, he wasn't great. So I'm giving him I'm going to be generous and just give him a 4.
good. Yeah, I'll give him 3 actually. That
Yeah.
was my lowest. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'll get it. Bobby.
Yeah, I don't remember him in this game, to be honest.
No, I'm
We
trying
just
to.
don't like him because
No, it's not we don't like him. I do like him, but he's just not producing anything right now.
well, not in
No,
this game.
no.
He normally puts himself about, but I just don't remember him in this game at all. But
No.
after what Aubameyang did against Arsenal, which I can't get out of my head, when you see that sort of rubbish, you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
I'm going to give Havertz a 5.
Yeah, that's a very generous 5. God. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go to the last of the 11, but we're going to come to the subs as well. Dex Havertz, before we got to you, Max. Havertz, Dex.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about Havertz. I mean, I don't think he really did a lot. If I'm honest, I understand he's not a striker and all that, but like, I feel like when you're on the pitch, you still have to like do
True.
something or like, at least try and impact the game in some way.
You're supposed to be a professional player. Doesn't matter where you play. You have to do something, but not nothing. Yeah, I was looking at the game, and when the commentator said Havertz, I thought, what is he playing? God,
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was to then. Anyway, yeah, go on, sorry.
I'm gonna give him a 3.
Yeah, that's what I'll give 3 as well. Yeah, and let's go to Max again. Last of the 11, Mudryk.
Mudryk, yeah, he wasn't as good on that side. I think had somebody like a João Felix played as a false nine, he may have got more out of Mudryk on that side, to be honest, because
Yeah.
Havertz weren't really doing anything, and Ben Chilwell wasn't great as well. So Ben Chilwell wasn't doing any sort of overlapping runs for Mudryk. Mudryk was quiet. He did a couple of decent things though, and his pace is always going to be something that hurts teams as well. But as I said, he wasn't as influential on that side as Madueke was on the right. So I'll just give him a 6.
Yeah, he wasn't his usually great self. You understand. Bobby.
Yeah, Modric is another one that's quite clearly developing. It wasn't a great game as his game was against Arsenal, but he wasn't bad, and I accept what was said. There was nobody around him to enhance his game. Modric is a player that I think is going to benefit from when the new manager comes, and please God, give structure. If he has a structure, he will really be able to show his ability. But we also have to remember that being a young player and that kind of player, he's going to have ups and downs. There will be a measure of inconsistency
Bobby,
sometimes.
are you saying
So
that?
I'm going to say
Are you saying that?
I'll give him
Are you saying that Mudryk's a system player?
No, I said he needs structure around him. If you don't have a structure for him to know how to impact, it doesn't help.
And
all
the
the players
setup's got
need
to be
the
good as
system.
well, hasn't it?
Yeah,
You need a good setup.
Yeah, he needs to know how he can impose his game rather than just go and impose his game. That's the difference between him and Modric. Modric can actually, you can put him in any system and he will impose his game because that's how he plays. Whereas Modric won't always be able to do that. He will sometimes, but a lot of the time he won't. And there's nothing wrong with that either. I still think he's an excellent player, but he's a developing player, and he will develop into that player that can impose himself on any system. But that's going to take him time. But so in this game, I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, I think it's about right. That's why I'll give him a 6. Dex, Mudryk.
It's a hard one on Mudryk because I do rate Mudryk quite a bit. I think he has got potential to be a great player, but I think recently he has been down a little bit. But I think that's just a bit of low confidence, if I'm honest. I agree with what Bobby said. I think when whoever comes in, there'll be a bit more of a better structure and a bit of a better formation that will kind of suit his game a bit more. Going forward, so yeah, I'm gonna give him a 5.5.
Yeah. It wasn't one of his great games. We know he's a great player. Still, he's going to become one. Still very young. All right, let's go to the subs, Max. Let's give them a quickly go through them because we had 5 subs coming on. Let's start with Aspie, Max. Sorry.
What did he do? I don't even know what he did when he came on. 4.
He defended a bit.
Seriously, I can't remember what he did. I just can't.
No.
I'm not being disrespectful.
Yeah, he wasn't on for long. 4 for you.
So it wasn't really on.
No. Bobby, Aspie.
Likewise, I can't remember what he did. Aspie is at the end now. Fantastic servant, but he's done. The trouble is, I don't even think Barca can take him now because they're having to get rid of players, and he's certainly not going to be at the top of their list. So I don't know if we can actually get rid of him. I really don't. But I can't remember him. I don't know what he did. So
he didn't come for that long. He said, he came on to make sure we, get solid at the back at the last stages. I think. Dex.
Yeah, I have to echo what both Max and Bobby said. Like, I say that he did an awful lot. To be honest, he just came on, like you said, Nick, and just basically sharp shot for the last couple of his games. So yeah, pretty much to rate on really.
Yeah. How much? What you give him? You give him anything?
Probably a 3 or 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go to Sterling Max.
For that, the first time I've actually seen him in a long while, having actually stay on his feet, make a run, and make an assist.
Yeah.
So for that, he gets I'll give him a 5. Obviously, he wasn't on for long enough, so I'll just give him a middle 5, just for that run and pass.
Yeah, that's what he did.
And
really.
for staying on his feet. Yeah,
at last he done something. Thank God.
But he was positive when he came on. Didn't he?
But no, the first 10 minutes he wasn't nowhere to be seen. Then, like you said, he made that goal. That's all he did for me. But at least he made that goal. God, that's what I want to see him. When he comes off the bench, he seems more aggressive. I don't know if it's me. Anyway, Bobby.
Yeah, Sterling's still in the doghouse for me.
Yeah.
I don't like him. I don't like, I can't get over his performance against Arsenal. I thought it was dreadful.
God.
The attack broke down with him. And he's come to Bournemouth, yeah. He did do a good run for João Felix goal, but it's too little too late for me. He needs a lot more. If he's at the club, he's got to increase his performance at least tenfold. I don't really want him at the club. Never wanted him in the first place. I'll give him a 3 for that.
I absolutely agree. Yeah. Dex, your ex-player Sterling.
I think it was probably the first time for ages that Sterling actually came on and probably done something really positive in the final third. He actually ran at players for one. And drives with the ball. He got very good assists after it. We saw a bit of the old Sterling back in the day, but yeah, I'm going to give him a 5, I think, for that, like Max said.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, and let's go to Ziyech.
Do you not think that when we get a striker in the summer, do you believe that he can still be a major part to our squad next season?
Listen, Sterling, if he stays, he
very
needs
hard.
to step up as he's going to be one of the senior players. I know that he's new to the club, and a lot of things have gone on since he came here, so it was a difficult settling in period. But if he does stay next season, I need to see him stepping up as one of the senior players to help these youngsters, because he's played under Pep. He's played under some big managers as well. He's played in a Pep side. He knows what it's like to win things. He needs to do not only on the pitch but off the pitch. He needs to show these players what it's like to play for a team who's going to be challenging and winning things. And if he doesn't, then there's no point in him playing for me. He has
Absolutely,
to step up.
100%. That's what I would say. What Max said. Yeah, absolutely. Bobby.
I've rated Sterling.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, Ziyech.
Ziyech, right? He took the free kick for the goal. Apart from that, I'm trying to think what he did as well. A couple of kicks there.
He made a goal.
It's quite clear Ziyech is on his way out. Another one I'll give a 3.
Really? After the great cross?
Well, it was a free kick, wasn't it?
But still, when's the last time we saw a free kick or a corner hitting our man in the box?
Well, we've had some good ones. It's just we haven't had the finishing.
We haven't had even corners. Everyone's tried corners and they couldn't take one. Free kick.
I think Mudrik's deliveries are pretty decent. Actually.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Mudrik. Mudrik couldn't get past the first guy against Arsenal, and he had a good game. We have to train on that. I've never seen a worse Chelsea side take corners in my life this season, and free kicks. Once in a blue moon, we get something right. It's not good enough. Yeah. Ziyech, Dex.
Yeah, I mean, he did do well that cross. Apart from that, I don't really think he did an awful lot. I'm going to give him a 4.5 just for this cross.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah. Let's go to Felix, Max.
Hold on, I haven't done.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry, you have to do Ziyech first, then
Yeah.
you can do Felix as well.
Yeah, like Dex, I'll give it just under 4.5. I'll give him a 4 for that cross. You know, he's somebody who's playing his last games for Chelsea.
It looks like
he
it.
was,
Yeah, really. Yeah.
He was 10 seconds out of the door anyway, but for an admin error, so he's not going to be here.
Shame.
He put in he tried a couple of crosses. He did one where he knocked it past the player, but he threw his legs, I think, but he went out for a throw in the end, didn't it? He did okay-ish, but because he wasn't on long enough, 4.
Yeah. Let's go to Felix, Max.
For the very well taken goal, Felix, actually. I can't give him more. Obviously, he's only on for 3 minutes, and he came on and scored a goal. Although he did score the goal, I can't give him more than 5 because he's only on. He wasn't on for long enough, so I can't give him more than that. And that's for the goal he scored. Very good finish, as I said, first time here. And I think with him, when it's instinct, when he doesn't have to think about it, then because when he has to think about it too much, he doesn't hit the target. But instinctive, he gets that goal there. So. I think I came in just as you and Dills were talking about should we keep him. I wouldn't put it this way. He's a good player, but if we can get him on loan for another season, then I'll take him. I'm not spending 80 million for him though. There's other positions that we need. Other areas that we need to fill before him, and he's more of a luxury for me. If we can get him on loan for another season, then I'll keep him.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do. Yeah.
And plus, had we had Europe, then there's a need for him because we need as many players as we can. We're not going to be playing European football next season.
True. Yeah.
We're having Nkunku coming in as well.
Atletico Madrid would be interested in one of our players.
There was talk about who was it? There were maybe Lukaku, maybe that they may want.
Yeah, maybe there will be a swap deal on that.
Yeah,
maybe, big maybe. I think.
Or they may take one of our wingers like Pulisic or somebody like that. Maybe
could be Pulisic. Another one I think is going to go. So what you give Felix? You said?
Yeah, I said I'll give him a 5.
Oh yeah, Bobby.
Yeah, I'll give Felix a 5 as well, just for the goal, really.
Yeah. Max. Sorry, Dex. Dex, are you there?
Forest has just gone 4-2 ahead.
Yeah, I just saw the goal, Max.
So it looks like Southampton are relegated.
Oh yeah, we knew they were going to go.
We're about to pick up Lavia for about 20 million now.
Yeah, Lavia being cheap now. So that means if we get Lavia, there's a high possibility that we could get another DM as well.
Yeah, he won't be 50. There's no way they can sell him for 50. They'll be desperate. They need to get rid of him.
Yeah.
At the most, they're getting 25, 30. At the very most.
They may not be too desperate. There's still the parachute payment, isn't there? That's quite a lot.
Yeah, but still the revenue as well and all that. I don't think. The bargaining position is not going to be as high. I don't think.
Yeah, it looks like Forest are going to be safe. Thank God.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I think they will myself.
Everton won, didn't they? I think Leeds.
But I'm not worried about it. Everton will stay up. Forest will stay up.
Leeds and
Leicester. I see
them
and Bournemouth.
Do you see their fixtures as well? No, Bournemouth are safe.
They're not safe yet, Max.
Bournemouth are safe and Wolves.
No, anyway, let's do that. We do the league after the positions. Let's finish this. We're nearly finished now. We do that afterwards. Yeah. Where were we? We just done Felix. Dex, you do Felix.
No, not yet.
Oh yeah.
I'll give Felix a 5.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The last, not the least, but Max Ruben. He came on for a bit as well. Not much, but he came on.
Yeah, but I'll give him a 5. I thought he did okay because they played him on the
nothing
left,
wrong.
didn't they?
Yeah.
And you know what? Remember when Sarri was here and his best position was on that left, linking that with Hazard. He was brilliant. I don't think he's played there since Sarri left, and they put him in that position. And I've always liked him. I know Bobby likes him as well because this guy, he's another one. I know some people want him to go, but listen, this guy doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to
No,
go.
he fights. Yeah,
He's
he
happy.
loves Chelsea.
The guy's he's happy to sit and play a bit part role. And I want players like that who don't mind not playing that
Who's
often,
that?
but would love Chelsea and then do a job.
Yeah,
Who's
Ruben.
that, Max?
Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, he can play versatile positions. But I've had arguments with Bobby about Ruben Loftus-Cheek. The reason why I don't think Ruben Loftus-Cheek will stay is because he needs first team football, and I
But
don't
he's
think he's
already
first
said.
team football.
But he said he doesn't. Unless the reports, obviously, I know Bobby doesn't. Not Bobby. I know that Nick doesn't believe anything reading the paper. But there was a report that they was it AC wanted him, but he said he wants to stay. That's what I heard. That he wants to stay. He doesn't want to leave.
No,
and if he doesn't want to leave, I wouldn't force him out of the club because I said
no, we do know he loves Chelsea. He gives his life for Chelsea.
He's proved he can play midfield, centre back, even
and he never complained.
Right wing back. Yeah,
I said it before.
I think it's because we want to invest though on certain areas though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If it means that we need to comply with financial fair play and we can get 30 million or 25 or whatever. So we don't fall foul of financial fair play.
I can see that happening. Actually, I can see Ruben.
That's the only way that I'll accept.
Yeah, because don't forget, we got to get rid of a lot of players. Too many.
Yeah, but I'm not one of these guys who's driving this guy at the club. No, he loves the club and he likes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
but Bobby.
Yeah, I like Ruben. Very short period of time he came on. Did he do well? I thought he did. It wasn't enough time to judge him, really. I think it'd be unfair to judge him. So I'm going to give him a 5 simply because I like the player, just as Matt said. Having these functional players is very, very important. Football's a team game. You can't have a team full of stars or you'll have no team. You've got to have those that are ready to sit on the bench, come on, cover up here and there.
Can you put your mic on mute?
His body.
Sorry, Bobby. Max,
sorry.
No, we can hear you flying the.
Sorry, I just went
pants
to
and
the
There go. It's all right. Yeah, go on, Bobby.
Yeah, Ruben understands his body. He knows that when he's not quite fit, it's difficult for him to perform. He knows that the injury he had has really hampered his career and hampered him physically. But his physicality is important to the team. He has games where he controls the position he's in. He's played centre back. He's played right back. He's played centre forward. He's played
everywhere.
Attacking midfield. He's played central midfield. I mean, he's been everywhere, and he will do anything and play anywhere for the club.
Yeah,
I think we need that kind of player. And
it's just a shame. It's a shame because of that big injury he had. He hasn't become who I'm sure
great player he was meant
he would have become because he was so good then. But I still rate him always. I like Ruben, like you do. I like him. He gives everything for the badge, and we don't have many players who do that right now. Yeah. 5. Yeah, Bobby. Dex.
Yeah, I mean, I think Loftus-Cheek still got something in him. Whether or not, I don't know what will happen next season. Whether he'll be in the plans of when Pochettino comes in or not. I'll probably assume he'll be somewhat. He will. Yeah, I think we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, he came on. He done his job. So I'm going to give him a 5.
Yeah. Okay, we done all the ratings. I don't think. I think Frank Lampard gets a good average rating for a win. We don't have to go into that. Yeah, Dex, you wanted to say something after. You're free to say whatever you want about the game, about Liverpool, whatever your thoughts are.
Yeah, no, like just on the game really, like today,
Yeah.
with Chelsea, I just feel like with this win now, hopefully, like the players have got to hopefully take a bit of positive.
Sorry, Dex, 1 second. Deals, can you take over 5 minutes, please? Whoever, I'm just going to go. Carry on, everyone. In 5 minutes, I'll be back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, carry on, Dex. Sorry.
Yeah. So obviously, hopefully now the players can get a bit of positive feeling from this win, and hopefully they just finish strong till the end of the season. Obviously, I know like you guys, you got some. I think it's so important that they show a bit of like just a bit of fire and passion for the badge and for the fans as well, because obviously like you guys like it's been not been a great season, but hopefully now they can realize like if they can put performances like that, I can't see why they can't put performances against the other top teams. Um, Arsenal for the not Arsenal, the Man United game that you guys got to play them. Like Max said, Max, I hope you get a result against Man United because that would sweeten our advantage on them. Hopefully,
Yeah, and Newcastle for you. Yeah, we've got Man U and Newcastle, so we've got to stay in the top 4 race. So.
Yeah, and obviously, like they're hard teams, but Arsenal beat them the other day. They've gone there and got a result. So I think it just shows that if anyone can go there and play really good football and get at them, then hopefully the results will change.
Dex, where do you think Man United drop points at?
It's hard to say. I mean, the last 2 games they haven't really been that amazing. They weren't great against Brighton. Brighton should have really won that game by at least 2 or 3 goals. De Gea kept them in it really. And yeah, the other game, the West Ham game, they were really poor. I mean, they had a few chances, but West Ham, like fair credit to them, they just wanted it more. They battled Man United. They were
And
lucky.
how was that not a penalty as well? That was ridiculous.
I know.
Lindelof has actually put his hand toward his elbow towards the ball. He's taken it out away from his body. I don't understand how VAR didn't give that one.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I said to all my mates, I said to them like they all said like how's it not been given? Yeah, I don't know. But that's just the beauty of VAR these days. Very
Dex, you know what they're blaming now? Do you know what they're blaming because they're losing games? Because of Varane and Martinez.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but I think to answer your question, really, Dills. I mean, the only games I could see Man United dropping points. Obviously they got to play. They got Wolves. I mean, Wolves are a bit of a snag bag team, right? 1 minute they're good, and then the next game they're really bad. So maybe they can get something out of that. Or I think the other game that they might drop points is against you lot, in my personal opinion. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, like Man United got quite a few games towards the end of the season that are quite tough. So yeah, I think they're either going to drop points against possibly Wolves or you lot, in my opinion.
Dex, looking
Yeah,
at Newcastle's fixtures, right? They got Leeds who are fighting.
yeah.
Leeds need to win on Sunday or Saturday when they play them. They've
Mm.
got Brighton. I know Brighton had a bad result, but Brighton are still not a bad side. They just let's put it, it's a bad day in the office today. They've got Leicester, another team who are fighting for their lives, and then they end with us. So
Mm.
there are 3 games take away our game because obviously we've got nothing really to play for now. But there's 3 games that Newcastle have to play where there's a lot on the line for both sets of teams. So they may be in danger. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Newcastle. I'll give them credit. They have had a very good season considering like where they were last season. They have definitely overachieved in some aspect, but I don't know. Like I think with the end of the season coming around the corner now, I watched them against Arsenal. They they did okay at times. Like they were unlucky not to score. Like Ramsdale made some exceptional saves again, kept them in it. But apart from that, like they were very vulnerable on the counter attack. They were very vulnerable considering that Newcastle normally they set up really well, but on the counter attack they were very all over the place, and the goals they conceded as well were very poor. So you know, going against like teams like the bottom, it's going to be like really hard how they sort of adapt to that because every team's at the bottom. They're fighting for relegation, they're battling for points. So I mean, listen, at the end of the day, the top 4 race, in my opinion, is completely wide open now. It's any one of us losing. We could lose it, Man United could lose it, or Newcastle could lose it because we're only like a point behind United, and we're like 3 points behind Newcastle, I think, if I'm correct. But yeah, like at the end of the day, it's very open now.
I
So
think you lot get top 4 still because you lot got the momentum to get wins.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that we have it. I mean, I've always said I always said like at the start we probably won't get it, but it just this this team doesn't really surprise me how we managed to somehow get back in the race of something like I remember in the COVID season where we were like I think we was when we had that bad season where we had like all of our centre backs out and we managed to finish third. I don't know how we managed to do that. But yeah, I think I'm 50-50 on where we get top 4. It all depends on Man United and Arsenal. It all depends if they win their games in hand. If they win their games in hand, then I think that's it. I think completely out of fire.
Yeah, you get Europa,
Yeah, we'll get
the very least. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna go through the league in a minute after you finish.
But yeah,
Yeah,
it's all gonna really depend on how, I know Man United. I don't know what Newcastle's game in hand is. I know Man United is definitely it's Chelsea. Because
yeah,
that got postponed. Because of the I think the FA Cup or something. I think because Man United were in it. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, and hopefully that Chelsea will do a job for us and get a result.
Newcastle's game end is Brighton.
Okay, Brighton.
Next Thursday.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to rely on Brighton and
I think Brighton are they're flopping now. Anyway, I'll come to that in a minute. Yeah, Dex, I'll get your point. Yeah, let's go through the table and we can talk about it.
Yeah.
As it stands, well, there's a few minutes left, and Forest looks like they're going to win 4-2. It could be even 5-2, the way they're going. So City still number 1 on 82 points. Played 34 games. Arsenal played 35 games, 81, 1 point behind, 81 points. It's going to go to the wire, this league. Newcastle, 3rd place, 65. And then you got United, 63 points. They both played 34 games. Then you have Liverpool, 35 played, 62 points. So they're only, they're there. They can get finish even 3rd if they win the last 3 games. They can finish above Newcastle easy. Yeah. So Liverpool, they're doing well after that dip they had. They recovered. Yeah, and then you got Tottenham Hotspur, They played 35, 57 points, going downwards like always. That's why I said Bottom Hotspur. This is what they do every year. They probably end up in the Conference League and go and lose that as well as usual. So, yeah. And you got Brighton in 7th place now. What a drop off. 55 points. But they've got 2 games in hand over Tottenham. Yeah. And then Villa, 54 points. Brentford, 50 points. Fulham, 48. Then
5-2. You're right. It is 5-2.
I thought it might be. What a thing. Well, yeah, I'm glad for Forest. You know why? Because they're a massive club. You know, Bobby, Max, everyone here. We've seen them win European championships, and I'm glad for them. I'm glad for Brian Clough up there in heaven. Yeah,
you got to play him this weekend, haven't you? Nick? You got to play him this weekend, haven't you?
We got him this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, we got next home game is Forest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be a good game.
We're gonna beat Forest. We're gonna beat Forest.
It's gonna be a good game, but don't underestimate Forest.
We're gonna beat Man United.
They're bad at home. They're bad away from home, though. That's the only thing. They're better at home. The VAR are looking at it, so it may not be 5-2. Actually, it could be offside.
Oh yeah, it could be. Oh yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
no, I don't think he is offside. The guy who scored.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, then it's us. 11th place. Looks like we're gonna finish there somewhere there. 42 points. Palace 40 points. Wolves 40 points. And this is where Bournemouth, 39 points. Yeah, you're right, Max. But West Ham are catching. They're 37 points.
Yeah, Bournemouth are safe. That's what I'm saying. Bournemouth are safe.
Well, they're not safe yet.
They are. Come on, because even when we had 39 points.
Yeah, I want them. You know what? I want them to go
not
down.
Mathematical. It's not mathematical, but they will be safe. Yeah.
But and then you got West Ham.
Oh, it's offside. 4-2. It's offside.
Never mind. There's still one.
Yeah.
West Ham 37 points. Even they are safe, really. Forest 33 points. This is where it's interesting. Forest 33 points. Everton 32. Leicester 30. Leeds 30. And of course Southampton are gone. 24 points they're gone. So God, which other two from could be from
the fixtures?
Yeah, who do you think?
If you're looking at the fixtures, then it's going to be Leicester and Leeds. Leeds have got to play Newcastle and Man City.
Leeds looks
I
like.
think Leicester play Liverpool, and who's the other team Leicester play? They've got the harder fixtures.
City, I think they're going to play City. If I'm right.
So Leicester play.
Yeah.
No, they play. Liverpool, Newcastle, and West Ham.
Still hard.
Yeah. Newcastle away as well. Liverpool.
Even with Sam Allardyce, Leeds looking very dangerous.
I think Leeds and Leicester for me are going.
Yeah, it's a 3 there now, I think, because after Everton won today, a very good win, will give them confidence. I think Everton always do that, don't they? They always stay.
Yeah, because apart from City,
but it's a big club. Yeah, it's a shame about Leeds.
Wolves and Bournemouth.
Oh, yeah, I wish it was Bournemouth in Leeds' place. Leicester, I don't care; they can go down. But Leeds, massive club, they killed themselves to come back, and now they're going back. Oh, it's I like the fixture. Leeds, Chelsea, Leeds always is a big, massive fixture. It's getting less and less.
Nick, apparently, you see that documentary?
Yeah.
That documentary that Man City done, and Tottenham and Arsenal done. Apparently, we're going to be doing it. Apparently, next season. Apparently.
All right, that'd be interesting.
Those Americans would love that because they wanted. We were actually meant to be the very first team to do that, but Abramovich said no.
Yeah, I remember.
And that's why they went to Man City after that.
Yeah, he didn't want Roman You didn't want that, yeah. I mean, Chelsea, we know we're safe. It's been a non-season for us, but it was going to happen. I think we all knew deep down. Once Tuchel left so early and Potter came in, then Lampard came in to just to give us some pride or whatever. That's what it looks like. It's happened. We can't blame the owners either, really. They just come in. But, I'm glad.
It's a penalty. Southampton got a penalty.
Yeah, but it's a bit late.
You don't know yet.
Go.
You don't know. He's still got 3 minutes of
3 minutes injury time, yeah.
And it's going to be...
If they score, it's got to be Walkerhouse. Yes, there he goes.
You never know.
He never misses, but can he...
That's what I'm saying. If they score, you never know. The nerves. It's going to be nerves for the last.
Yeah, he scored.
Max next year.
4-3.
How many players do you reckon we can get rid of? Because you see how Nottingham Forest bought so many players in one window. Do you think we can get rid of a lot of players in one window?
That's the thing. Clubs are going to know that we're desperate. So, and if we do have that cut-off point, like the news is saying, by the end of June, there's no way we can get rid of loads of players by the end of June. That's not possible because teams usually wait until the end of the transfer window to try and get a bargain. Hopefully, Ziyech. I'm not sure whether PSG still want him. It depends whether they change their manager.
Do you think we're going to have to agree on their terms if they come on?
We are gonna have to agree on some teams' terms. The Italians, they always plead poverty. They say that they're, and they want our players that are, who were they talking about getting one of our players on a loan or something? I can't remember if it was Pulisic or somebody.
Yeah.
The market, Newcastle, unless Newcastle want to take a couple of our players, maybe Pulisic, because there's talk of Pulisic, Gallagher. Oh, I don't want Gallagher to go, but maybe if he's a sellable asset, I think Newcastle are always been keen on him. I'm just trying to think who else would go to a Premier League club. Loftus-Cheek, maybe if he does go, he'll probably go to a Premier League club. The only ones the Premier League clubs are probably our English-based players.
Chalobah, and
like Chalobah. Yeah.
What about Mount?
Well, we don't know about Mount. What's going to happen still?
I think Mount may stay.
He could well stay. Yeah, 50-50. I think.
I think it's a possibility. Yeah, he's looking at his game time. Whereas, would he get to decide when other players come in?
He will get his chance still. So he will get.
The way football works is obviously if Poch is going to be confirmed the manager, his agent or whoever, they'll be speaking to him and looking at what their plans are for him in the team as well. So, that will be part of the contract negotiations as well. It's not all monetary as well. It's sort of, have I got a position in this place? How do you see me playing in this team? So that'll be part of his decision making as well. Yeah. And the others, Koulibaly has got a mark. Yeah, Koulibaly, he was the one. I think Juve were looking at him, but they were looking at more of a loan option rather than because I could see him probably going. He's still well thought of in Italy. I don't want none of this loan nonsense without an obligation to buy. If it's a loan with an option, I don't want that nonsense. A loan with an obligation to buy, then probably yes.
Funny about Koulibaly. We forgot about Koulibaly. Such a long time. Yeah, he's injured.
Yeah.
But
Cucurella, I don't see us making a lot of money back on him.
You see, if Pochettino is announced this Friday, say he's announced this Friday, is he allowed to pick the team on the phone? Is he allowed to go on the phone with Lampard? And is he allowed to pick generally who he wants to pick?
No, it's Frank Lampard picks the team. To the end of the season is Frank's. next year be the new manager. But
Max, could
let's
I
see
ask you a
what.
question? Could I ask you a
Go
question?
on. Yeah.
Max, could I ask you a quick question? Are you excited?
Yes, yeah, you can.
Are you excited for the summer?
Am I
Excited
excited for the
for
summer?
what? Poch?
No,
Put it
like
this way.
excited in like the transfer window. Like, are you excited?
I think we have to get
not-
rid of players
Not
first
really.
before.
I think it's going to be more who goes than who comes.
Exactly.
It's not going to be like what I've seen in the play. It's so much nonsense in it. We've been linked with about 50 players. I said, hold on a minute. We're linked with all these players. We've got to get rid of.
We have to get rid of
before
first.
we can even think of buying players in. So
that's what's going to happen, Max. We have to get rid of at least 10
I don't
players.
think we'll get. I
But
think
I
we'll
think
see
the main
about.
position that we're gonna go get, we're most likely to go get midfielders. I think
There's three
midfielders
positions.
is the area. I think there's gonna be a clear out in the midfield area.
They're looking at a keeper, a midfield, and a
number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we need. We've got enough players. We need 3. Get rid of the, at least 10 players have to go. I think.
Would you get rid of Cover?
Me, no. If he wants to go, yes, he's up. But if he wants to stay, I wouldn't get rid of him.
I think Cover needs a different challenge.
Let me remind you of Cover. Carry on talking.
For me, I think that his body language.
Here's Arsenal ball in the league.
Thing is
mistake. Sorry.
Oh, that was a tie at the end. I told you they had about 3 chances at the end. But anyway, with Cover, he's still somebody.
Forest have done it. Forest are staying up.
No, they need one
more.
Not
yet, Nick. It's not over yet.
They need one more win. They need one more win at least.
Imagine if they come and beat us on Saturday.
That ain't happening. Bro.
Yeah, but going back to Cover, I think he's somebody who's still there's a market for him, and there's a few teams who probably go in for him. I wouldn't sell him to Man City. Put it that way.
No.
I wouldn't sell him to a rival club. If he was to go, I'd sell him abroad. But I just feel that he doesn't work with Enzo. We need somebody a bit more solid, because Enzo's not, for me, he's not a DM. Enzo's more as a Cesc Fabregas type who needs somebody like a Declan Rice as big.
That was mad close.
And he doesn't give us that midfield.
That was mad close.
Who's going to score a goal like that for us?
True.
But you know what? He's a scorer of great goals. He's not a great goal scorer.
But he does but when he scores,
but look at his record.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I know he ain't a goal scorer, but when he does, it's spectacular. Well, we don't. That's not his job.
Now
anyway.
bring up this. Yeah, of course it is. We need midfielders who can score. We need. A mid. He's not a holding midfielder. A midfielder, as Dex would tell you, when Wijnaldum went out, he's a similar sort of role to Wijnaldum. When Wijnaldum left Liverpool, and they missed all those goals from the middle of the park, you need at least one of your midfield 3 who's going to get you 9 or 10 goals a season. And that's what we missed this year with Mason Mount. Mason Mount got us 11 goals last season. We didn't have a goal threat at all in the middle of the park this season.
Hence why we're going for McAllister, because McAllister's that sort of player that can get goals in midfield. So I'm actually like in my personal.
I would take Barella. Barella's hard.
Yeah, he's a good player, Barella. I'm actually excited for the summer. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually the first summer as a Liverpool fan in the last 5 years I'm actually excited about, because we're actually gonna be busy and not gonna be standing still and signing just 1 or 2 players. We're actually gonna be busy, so I'm actually quite excited.
A question for you, Dex. I haven't spoken to you since the Bellingham news wasn't that? What do you think about? Because obviously Liverpool were favourites for a while, and then the news came out that he's probably going to be joining Real Madrid. What did you think about that when you heard that news?
I'm personally I'm not really that fussed about it. I mean, our fans are in total meltdown about it. I don't know really why, but our fan base is a bit questionable and deluded. I mean, the fact that we would have to fork out 150 million for him is a bit overpriced, and the fact that we're better off spending 150 million on three midfielders makes more sense financially and squad wise, more sensible as well, because why blow the budget on one massive signing?
Yeah, it's a
We need
squad rebuild that you need, isn't it? Yeah, agreed.
when we need three midfielders, it just makes no sense whatsoever. But yeah, no, I'm not that fussed about it. At the end of the day, I always thought he would go to Real Madrid anyway, because Madrid are they're pulling power for young players, and top talent is second to none, really. The minute you hear Real Madrid coming for a player, the player automatically goes yes, yes, yes. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But yeah, I think I'm not really that fussed, but yeah, I think for Vale and Winstanley, they're going to be very busy men in the summer. They're going to be on the phone a lot, and they're going to be trying to move a lot of players out. So they got quite a big job around at the end of the day. I don't know if you've seen the news. I sent it to Nick. Nick knows because I sent it to him the other day. But we're close to getting a new sporting director now. Got reported yesterday.
I saw that guy. I can't remember his name. I did see the guy mentioned.
I can't pronounce his name. He's like Jorg Skanmatic, some German guy, Skamantke or something.
Yeah.
He used to
He
be a
worked at Wolfsburg, didn't he?
Yeah, he was at
Did he-
Wolfsburg in January.
Yeah, he found. I can't remember who they said he
So
found.
I'm really sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to go.
Oh, okay,
then, Bobby.
Big up, Bobby.
Yeah, cheers, Bobby. There was
Yeah.
somebody really good that he discovered. I can't remember who it was. I saw.
Well, it said apparently he sold Osimhen for 3 million.
Oh, that's the one, Osimhen.
Yeah, he sold Osimhen for 3 million, which is mad how they sold him for that much money at that time. But then he wasn't a big hit by then.
No.
But yeah, no, I don't know, from what I've read, apparently him and Klopp know each other very well from Dortmund days and Wolfsburg days. Apparently he's very controversial in Germany. Apparently he's very what's the words? He's very hostile towards other clubs and referees and stuff. Dill's probably like the sound of him. He's basically an outspoken person. So if the referees make a bad decision, I think there was one game where the referee made a bad decision. I think it was when Wolfsburg played. I think it was either Hoffenheim or some other team, and he basically said the referees that he shouted at them, said apparently, "Oh, you referees are getting worse and worse, by the minute or something." And apparently there was one time, apparently at Hoffenheim, it made me laugh. It was a news article. Apparently he spat a piece of gum at Nagelsmann when he was at Hoffenheim, when he was the director of Wolfsburg. I was like, oh god, yeah.
Sounds like a colourful character then.
Yeah, he does. But sometimes people can change. I don't know, but apparently he's a very good sporting director. Apparently he's got a very good IQ for discovering young talent on the market. So I mean that fits our model perfectly on how our scouting system works. And apparently he's
Dex. Max and Dex and Nick, where do you think Michael Edwards ends up? Because there's been talk that we're interested in him, Man United's interested in him. Where do you think he's gonna end up?
I mean, I heard apparently he was close to going to Ajax, getting the Ajax job as sporting director, but apparently he turned it down last minute. I don't know what the actual reason was, but he was close to going to Ajax. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, he could go to Chelsea, but then at the end of the day, I don't know. That you got Vivell now and you got Winstanley, so I don't know.
Yeah, but there's been talk that there's going to be another sporting director in the building. There's going to be another one.
Yeah, I mean,
I've still heard rumours won't go away about Edwards. I've heard something a couple of days ago about him.
Would
Still
having
being
two
linked
sporting
with
directors
Chelsea.
work though? That's the thing. Would it?
Yeah, but we don't
No,
have a
these
football
are
director, do we?
these
We
are
need
No,
a.
we don't.
these. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing. So we
Oh yeah,
need
you
a
got
proper.
technical. Yeah.
Yeah, we need a proper football director. You know, someone like a Drogba or someone like that. You know, I mean, forget all these so-called great football directors. You know, who never played the game.
Mm,
Me, I would go for someone like Drogba or someone who knows, someone ex-legend. But
yeah.
but also you want to be good at on scout talent and good at
yeah,
negotiating contracts as well. So it's not just about having played the game.
we have to get the manager first. Then we think about the
Yeah, yeah.
football
How many
director.
Speaking
games do
of
you reckon they're gonna win, Max and
What?
Nick? How many
Sorry?
games do you reckon
Sorry.
they're gonna win? For
How
the
many
next,
games?
the next games, the next five,
Oh,
games.
yeah. It won't be easy.
I think two. I think Forest and
Yeah.
Man U. I think we could beat Man U, to be
I
honest.
think so as well, Nick.
well,
Max as
Let's
well.
go
I
through
think
our
so as
games
well.
a minute. Yeah,
I
look,
think we'll lose to City. We'll probably can draw with Newcastle, beat Forest, and beat Man U.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
beat Man United and Nottingham Forest.
I would
So,
like that.
So we got Forest, Saturday, next Saturday. Then we have City the following Sunday. Then we have United.
First, yeah.
Then Newcastle is the last game at home. Yeah,
Mm.
they're very hard games. All three of
hopefully
them.
we beat Man United so we can make them Man United guys in
Yeah.
tears.
Look, we're
without
gonna
top four.
win. I'm not scared of City or United. We can beat both, really.
I don't want to beat City if that means
City,
Arsenal
yeah.
win the league there.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So let's go and lose to City. Make sure
Yeah.
Arsenal don't win the league,
Yeah.
and we can win the next three. We can beat United. We can beat Newcastle and Forest.
Yeah.
That'd
Anything,
be good enough.
yeah. Anything.
But it depends if they want it. So yeah, like Frankie said today, after the game, we want to win every game. The players, they're all together. The club is together. We want to go out on a high, just to get the pride back for next year. So let's hope we do. Yeah, even if we get a draw at City, it won't damage them that much.
But
yeah.
one thing I want to do, though, Nick and
Yeah.
Dex, and Deals, the one thing I want to do is finish with more goals than Haaland. He'll be so embarrassed.
Oh,
if
God,
we don't
don't
finish
say
with
that.
more goals than Haaland.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
He's one goal ahead of us at the moment, and I can't.
Yeah,
Can you
that's
imagine
all. Yeah, I don't care really because it was a dead season for us. Let them laugh. Let them, joke about us.
Haaland's
Yeah.
going to get another 7,
Yeah.
8 goals till the end of the season. I think.
Next, yeah,
Because Todd Bowley and Egbali have made a lot of mistakes. And
yeah,
I feel that the mistakes that they made, they realised there's certain mistakes they've made, and now they're in the chair. Now they got a lot to think about, and let the footballing board people deal with footballing things.
Yeah, true.
yeah. You're right, Jules. But look, next season is gonna be different. We're gonna have hopefully a proper number 9. We're gonna have Nkuku coming in. A lot of these players won't be here. New manager, new start. It's gonna be different.
Do you think you sell players, Dex, as well? Do you think you sell players?
Oh yeah. There'll be like a couple of players.
Yeah, even Liverpool, they've got a few to sell. I think they have to go.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Isn't Finn joining Brighton? Milner's joining Brighton.
Yeah. Milner's going.
Oh, yeah,
Brighton.
he's
Confirmed. Yeah, he's going to Brighton on a free. Yeah.
it's a good move for him. Brighton.
Yeah.
It's a good move for him.
I mean, Lallana went there, so you know.
Dex, if PSG came in with a big offer for Salah, would you get rid of him?
No, I wouldn't get rid of Salah. No, I think Salah's still an important player to us. Even though he's had a badish season, he's still like I think he's like 3rd or 4th tops in the top goal scorers with 19.
Oh, yeah,
goals.
he is.
So
Yeah.
he still had an alright season considering he scored 19 goals. So
depending, that's a good point actually, because depending on who the manager is at PSG, they're going to be looking at winners, because obviously they've already said Messi's going at the end of the season. They're looking for a buyer for Neymar, so they may want to go down a different route of wide men. So Would they be interested in Pulisic? I know they're still interested in Ziyech.
Hmm.
There's talk that they still want Ziyech.
Speaking of wingers, man, actually just reminded me. I saw a tweet of I saw an article. I don't know how reliable it is, but it's from Germany. Apparently, Chelsea have had discussions about getting Mane from Bayern Munich because Bayern Munich want to get rid of him. I don't know how you think about that.
You see with Mane, yeah. I feel that he's a developed player, but again, I don't know if he's ready to come back to the Premier League or not. That's my only problem.
And
with
would
him.
he be? Yeah, would he be good at another club other than Liverpool? That's my thing.
What about you, Nick? What are you saying? Would you have Mane?
I don't think we need Mane. We need a number 9, proper number 9. Mane is great. He can get some goals, yeah, but we got them sort of players. I think, we got these. We got Mudryk, Madueke.
Yeah.
I know they're young, but they're similar. And Mane's getting on.
Mm.
I think it'd be the wrong move, really, for Chelsea. We don't want to go too long. We did with go get Sterling and another disaster.
Yeah, doesn't he like to come off the left-hand side as well?
Yeah,
play off the left.
I can't see. I just won't like to see Mane in a Chelsea shirt. It would actually break my heart.
No, I wouldn't. It's too late. I think it's too late for that sort of move.
I think he ends up somewhere else. I don't think
of course he will. No, I don't care really.
He may actually end up at PSG.
Maybe,
possibly. Yeah.
Because he's still good enough for that. Either he works hard, he'll play as a team player.
I think he played in France as well. He played in France as well before he went to Southampton.
And how old is he now?
31. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's the thing. And
Name 3 players, that you want at your club in the summer, Dex and Max and Nick.
I'll do this one. I need to go in a minute. Let me go first. I need to go first. So I don't want Onana. I need a good goalkeeper. I like is it Mannion? The AC Milan goalkeeper.
Oh, Magnan or something.
Magnan. Yeah, I think he's superb. He's got everything: shot stopping, good with his feet, good presence. So I think him.
Yeah.
I'll take Declan Rice because of his leadership, and he's the number 6. But I think he's a leader. I know that Nick doesn't like him. I'm not sure he's changed.
I don't rate him. He's overrated. I know.
No, he's not.
He's overrated, man. Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
He's not John Terry. Forget it. He's not John Terry.
He's never a leader.
He won't be big. He's no leader. He won't become like a John Terry.
The guy is a leader. The guy is
what leads
player.
what?
He's a good proper number 6.
He's not a leader. No chance.
He will be our Matic to.
You can't. Rice couldn't even try a Matic.
He'll be our Matic.
No chance. Max, they say that
will be our Fabregas. I know he doesn't like him, but I think
it's not about liking. I don't rate him because he had one good game for West Ham.
Not one good game. He's the
one good game the other day. Doesn't mean he's great. He's not.
It's not one good game. I've seen him a lot.
I've seen him have more bad games than good.
Well, I think he's.
I'm honest.
I think he's good.
No, you see with Declan Rice, I feel that he's been overwatched to say that. Look, he's very good. Remember, the English market like to hype up English players.
Of course they do. That's
but hear me out.
Look at Sterling. Sterling's the same.
He's still a good player, though, Nick. He's still a good player, 100%.
He's a good player, but he's not a great player for Chelsea.
I think he is. Well, we'll agree to this.
All right, I hope he comes and he's going to be like Sterling. Listen, you watch. Yeah.
Why? What, you wish him to come to prove your point that he's not good?
Yeah, of course. Let him come and he won't be any good because I know, Max. What did I say about Sterling? I said keep Sterling away from Fulham Road. And they let him out. They let him through the bloody gates and he's look at him. What's he doing?
Well, Rice is different.
No, he's not. He's rubbish. I even put Sterling above Rice.
Oh, go on,
No,
Max.
you're being
Who's
silly.
your number one? Who's your other
No, you're being silly.
player?
Um,
Yeah,
and
he's
this
he's
is a
overrated. Why you
listen.
don't admit he's overrated?
I don't
He's
think he's
English
overrated. In your
because
opinion,
Dill said it.
no. In
No,
your
Dill
opinion,
said
he's
he,
overrated. In my
he's
opinion,
beyond
he
the
isn't.
hype because he's
Yeah.
English. If he was foreign,
In,
he wouldn't get this hype
in
from the
your
English
opinion,
media.
he's overrated.
It's not
In
our
my
opinion, it's the
opinion,
media.
he isn't.
They always
Yeah. Well,
hype English players.
no, but
You
in
know,
your opinion, he's overrated. He's not in mine.
yeah, he is
You
for
know.
me, yes. I don't want him at
Yeah, for
Chelsea.
you,
No.
and for me, he isn't. Yeah, so we'll agree
Yeah,
to
but
disagree.
he's hyped a lot.
We're
Don't say
going
he's
we're going around in circles now because I said
but
I think he
he's
isn't, and you think he
overhyped
is.
from
Let's
the
just leave it at
media.
that.
What's
Yeah,
your
hold on, sorry.
And my
Yeah.
my other player, I know this is a wish and it's not going to happen, but
oh,
if it's something that could happen,
mm.
and he's worked with I know because of the
Yeah.
Tottenham link and the Levy link, it'll be Harry Kane for me because he's worked
Oh
with
God.
Poch. We need someone
You
who
know, that's all we
puts the
need.
ball in the back of the net.
We've got a West
And
Ham and a Tottenham. Imagine.
it doesn't matter to me. I
It
don't
does
care.
matter.
This is
It
who I
No,
want
it does
at the
matter
front,
a
yeah?
lot.
matters.
No,
This
it
is who I
All
does.
that
want, yeah?
matters.
I want
All
All
that matters
Black.
is that we get
I
into
want
the
All
top four.
Black. I want All Black. And I want
Yeah.
I want Casado. And I
Yeah.
want Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney
Or
is a ball
either
stage.
Tony or Osimhen. Forget Kane.
Tony
We
all
don't
day
need
long.
no Tottenham fans in the bridge, please.
What, somebody is going to be the top goal scorer in the Premier
No,
League?
how
You
do
don't
you
want
know?
him
He
because he
was
used to play
top
for
for
Tottenham.
Tottenham. I don't care, Max. He
Excuse
can
me.
score 100 million goals.
He's
I
gonna.
wouldn't have him on a badge
What?
pole. No.
How many
So
goals did he score on Aaron Shearer? He's like
so
30
if
odd,
Kane
right?
wins, if someone said to you Kane scores goals to guarantee you win the league, you still wouldn't want him
I
to be
wouldn't have
Tottenham.
him. No,
No, that's
I
silly.
prefer not
That's
to
silly.
win the league
That's
than
You
have
think
any
that dude's
Tottenham.
dead in the
that's
water though, you
ridiculous.
know? You
That
think
is
that dude's dead in the
ridiculous.
water though, man?
No, true. I wouldn't
Sorry?
have Harry Kane or Declan Rice.
You think Daniel Levy would answer his phone?
No, I'm saying it'll be my dream. It's not going to happen, but I would have it.
Sorry.
I don't care about his Tottenham links. So, as long as he can get us, if someone can win us the league, I don't care who they played for in the past. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
it matters. It's,
It doesn't
you look
matter
at
to me.
but for me, it matters a lot because
Yeah, but that's
just
nonsense.
right.
That's tribalism.
It's not
and
nonsense. No, it's not nonsense. It's been about Chelsea through and through. And if you're Chelsea through, you don't want any Tottenham, Harry Kane, or West Ham, Claret and Blue West Ham, Declan Rice.
Nick, he's a
he can
goal
rot
scorer.
there.
If he came to our
there.
team, he will get us a bag of goals, 100%.
I don't care if he scores goals. No,
Nick.
Never in my life.
No, hold on, Nick. Can I say something? Put the clock back 20 years ago.
And that's 20 years ago.
Hold on. We got a certain Frank Lampard, and Frank Lampard ended up as a top goal scorer. And
you can't put that situation.
Of course. Why can't I?
Frank Lampard was a kid when he came.
22.
Yeah,
no, 22 when he came.
Harry Kane,
Declan Rice about 24 or 20. He's 2 years younger than he was 2 years younger than.
That's
Declan
your
Rice.
opinion. But look,
no,
Frank Lampard
he came
he
and he won
became
us
a
the
legend
league.
at Chelsea.
Exactly.
Harry Kane is a legend at Tottenham. You can't compare things like that. You're wrong. Sorry.
You can.
I can't. You can, but that's you. You can't put a 20-year-old Lampard becoming the best.
Yeah, but he used to be a West Ham player, don't it?
At the club at Chelsea,
Nick, you know how it was back in the days.
Wait, Deals. When you say the name Frank Lampard, what comes up? Chelsea. You say Harry Kane, what comes up?
But what came up before? Yeah. Tottenham came up before. I mean, sorry, West Ham came up before.
For Frank, he never.
Yeah. No, but Frank came to us the same.
Yeah, but he was young. It's different.
It doesn't matter. He was
it does matter. It makes a big
difference. How's it make a big difference?
Dex, does it matter or doesn't it? Let's go to the neutral.
My word.
Who would you have, Nick, then? What's your three signings you want?
I've said to you, I will have Osimhen or Albert Tony, number 9. My two favourites. I think Osimhen is number 1. That's a player to go for, like Dropper style. He can become something special. He's young. He's not an old pensioner like Harry Kane is. Don't forget. Yeah.
And who's your second one?
And he doesn't wear black and white either. Yeah, go on. I've got Tony, I think, second.
Yeah.
Who's
So,
the other
so you
one? No, Nick. There's 3 players. Who you want at
What?
Chelsea? 3. Name
Three.
3.
Three, yeah.
All right, that's 2. Well, I'll take both. I can't think right now. I'll take Casado
Yeah.
instead of Declan Rice any day. Yeah, Casado, Albert Tony, Osman.
Yeah.
Who else we have?
Goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper is very hard. I will keep Kepa as a number 2 if we're gonna get a world class keeper. If not, just keep give Selena a chance. Why do we buy him? He's young, but he's good. Give him a chance to see what he does. And we have Kepa there. I don't think they're looking at the goalkeeper as much as a number 9 right now. The club. And the midfield as a DM.
We got linked to Onana.
Onana, yeah, I used to like Onana, but he's not. He ain't much better than
but
I don't want
really a world
Onana.
class
I
keeper.
don't want Onana.
Yeah.
He's not much.
I don't.
I don't rate
He's
him
just
better than Kepa. Onana.
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't want. If we swapping a goalkeeper, he's got to be a
He had
decent
problems
one.
at Ajax as well. So
for me, Onana is.
He makes more mistakes than Kepa. And Kepa is much better, but a goalkeeper has to be world class. He's top goalkeeper if we're going to get one.
Yeah.
But at the moment we need a number 9 and a DM. Not too many players. We got enough. Get rid of a lot of them. Really.
The 3 I want in the summer, obviously, I want McAllister. I would like Mount, and I would like Gravenberch from Bayern Munich, and I would also like a centre back, either Jurien Timber from Ajax or that Sen Justy from Sporting Lisbon or Inicho from Sporting Lisbon. Either one of those 2, because I feel like we need a centre back because I think Mata might be going. So yeah.
You need a midfield, but you might. Let's see if it makes amounts 50-50 at the moment. So
I would love.
I can see him going. I can see him going to Liverpool.
I would love Mount, though.
Yeah, you would. But
talk about Sporting Lisbon.
I think it's about the money, though. I think Mount's contract is all about the money. I don't think it's about.
I read today apparently reopens. Apparently they're back in talks with Mount's contract. Apparently, I've read today.
Yeah. So we don't know what's going to happen with him, really.
But going back to Sporting Lisbon, anyone take Ugarte that DM? I think he's
that was
Ugarte is a good player.
Ugarte,
very good player.
Ugarte is actually a quality player. He's a good DM. Centre mid as well. He wins a lot of battles. Reminds me a bit of Fabinho, to be fair.
Where do you think Paulinho is going to end up? Cause he's hard, fam, for Fulham.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Man United.
Yeah,
possibly.
He could end up at Man United or somewhere like that. Or Barcelona.
I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't see Rice going to Chelsea. I think he's more likely to go Arsenal, in my personal opinion, or Man U. Just because, like, I don't know. I don't see Chelsea.
They got the money for him, though. I don't think they got the money for him. So I think Man City might take him still slightly.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, it depends really. Like, who's going to spend 100? Well, no. That's the thing, though. Like, is anyone really going to pay 100 million for Rice? That's ridiculous. 100 million.
He's not going to go. He's got a year left on his contract.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Max. That's another thing, Max. Is Chelsea going to go and spend?
He's not going to go for 100 million. He's going to go for at the most 60, at the very most.
60.
What are the 5 games?
West Ham won't let him go.
Max, who we playing in preseason? Remind me, who we playing in preseason?
Who we
playing in preseason?
You're playing Wrexham.
Yeah, I know we got Wrexham. But who's the other teams?
We got American teams. We're going to America.
Wolves or something?
As well.
I know we play.
Wolves.
I think we play Borussia Dortmund. And another Premier League game. Is it Villa?
The reason why I'm asking, is because pre-season, is the moment where we need to start kicking off the players, where the players know what the plan is. Because last pre-season, It was all over
It
the
was
place.
haphazard. Yeah, it was terrible pre-season.
We
They
didn't have
spent more
any
time taking
pre-season.
pictures.
Yeah.
They spent more time taking pictures with these.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
Max, have you seen our new home kit been released? It got released like 2 days.
No.
What is it? It's what sort of
Yeah, I
stripes?
see your home kit, bro. I see it. I saw
It's
it the
back.
other day on the.
Is
on
it
the,
back to all
Twitter
red?
page.
Is it all red?
It's basically red. Basically, it's sort of like a replica of what we wore in
The old days.
yeah. In the old, I can't remember who was the manager. I think it was when
Glitch.
no it was when we wore. I don't know. Had like the Carlsberg.
Oh, is it Paisley?
Yeah, it's when Paisley's last.
So it's more all red than anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that Carlsberg
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Basically
Yeah,
when
that's
Pop-
what I want to see Chelsea.
Dex, do you reckon you get a new right back?
Maybe, possibly. I don't.
Because your manager's been playing Trent in the midfield, doesn't he?
He had, but he's playing more of an inverted role, so he's still playing right back. But he's more inverted into the midfield when we have the ball.
Yeah.
So
Deals.
Yeah, go Max. So one more
Deals.
point.
We've got
to
Wrexham. We've got Wrexham, Brighton, Newcastle, and Fulham.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're
And then we've got
winnable games
Dortmund.
to watch still.
Doesn't matter.
That's if.
So
That's
I
if
think that's a
that's
good
if
pre-season. At least we've got
Poch is
5 games. I think last
Yeah, we're
season
gonna
we
have
only had
some-
like 3 or
yes.
4 pre-seasons. This time we've got 5 or 6, which is good.
It's better, yeah. Anyway, chaps, we have to go. I think we said it all. Any final thoughts, anyone, before we go?
Yeah.
40
one last
points
thought
of
for me.
safety,
Yeah.
UCC,
Yeah.
you know.
What?
Yeah.
We
Yes.
did it. We did it. And
Yeah, we did it.
just need some good signings for next season, like Declan Rice to Chelsea.
I knew
And
you were
Harry
going to
Kane.
say that. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I just can't imagine them wearing the blue, Max. I can't.
Big
Not
up
them.
Max, big up Dex, big up
Anyway,
Nick. Thanks for letting me come on,
Yeah,
bro.
big up, guys. Big
Big up to all of you, Dex, Steels, Max, Bobby before. Yeah. And we're gonna go out with a great song because we won. I have a special song for everyone, and with some great pictures. So it's worth watching. So let's go on that before we go out. Yeah. So thanks a lot for everyone who watched us. We'll be back on Friday for the Forest preview. Have a good night, afternoon, morning, whatever. God bless you all, and blue is the color.
Touchdown!